Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode 92 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
What episode is this, Sean?
This would be the Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan!
I should have brought my jersey.
You should have brought your jersey. Who else is that talking? Who are these two guys on here, Sean? Tell the fans who these guys are.
To my immediate right here is one Brent Marin.
Hey.
Say hello, Brent.
Hello.
Hello, Brent. He said, say hello, Brent.
Hello, Brent.
There you go.
Speak up, sir.
And to the right of him is one Jayson Dyke. I have known Jayson for 20 years, and I've known Brent for
Like
25. Yeah, going on 30 years. I don't know. Childhood friends. They're in town visiting for the weekend, so we wanted to have them on for a podcast. We'll talk a little news, and then we're just going to get in and BS for a while.
Yeah, this isn't going to be your standard podcast. Because have you been playing anything this week? Because I have not.
I mean, you played the
No, I played
Breath of the
Zelda
Wild
for about
like
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
But that's it.
I finished Schreier's book. It's amazing.
I might borrow that from you.
You should. It's
I'll finish it probably tomorrow.
It is freaking fantastic. That I almost said that game is so good. That book is so good.
Well, it's a book about gaming, so.
Yes. So we're going to run through some quick news and stuff, and then we're going to do a whole lot of reminiscing and just BSing. So it's not going to be a standard podcast, but it's just whatever. If you love us, you'll love this. First thing I want to talk about, Sean,
Yes,
and
sir.
Jayson and Brent. J.J. Abrams is back
Yes.
for episode 9. I'm happy, I think. I've said all along that I think this new trilogy should have had one director.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Thank you.
I think that was one of the biggest problems with the first trilogy was like they were so differently done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get me wrong, I love all three of those movies, but I don't think that
4, 5, and 6, or 1, 2, and 3?
I'm talking 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
That's the original trilogy.
Yeah,
not
okay,
the
okay.
prequel trilogy. 4, 5, and 6, like they were just all different movies. Like they had a cohesive story in a sense because Lucas was like controlling everything like Vince McMahon does, but that's about it. Like other than that, like completely different ways they handled different characters. It was I don't know. I would have liked it to be all done by the guy who did A New Hope, whose name eludes me at the moment.
Okay.
I'm glad he's back, but I don't think... I mean, it's good that... I'm happy, but at the same time, I don't really care. I don't know. To me, Star Wars is kind of... Like I think we talked about last week. They've righted the ship. Now I think it's just kind of smooth sailing. I don't think changing this director for this director or this director is really going to change much. I feel like it's... I'm happy to see JJ back, but now that you got JJ for 7 and 9, I kind of just wish he would have done all 3.
8, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's good, but at the same time, I wasn't going to be too worried if it was someone else either. But
Brent.
I don't know who directed Rogue One, but I mean, how do you feel about like the side movies? Like, wasn't
did
Rogue
Rogue
One
One?
better than the
Rogue
Force
One was
Awakens?
one
I
of
thought
my
Rogue One-
favorites out of the whole
That is my
universe.
favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
it might be
I will
mine. It's
Stand
up there.
behind that 100%.
I'm glad we're all pretty much on the same page. Rogue One, I think, was better. It was definitely... to me, it's below Jedi. Or not Jedi. It's
Empire.
behind Empire.
Yeah.
But other than that, it might be my number 2 favorite Star Wars movie ever made. It's definitely better than Force Awakens. I loved it. I cannot think for the life of me who directed it now. But my thoughts on the spin-offs, Rogue One was a story that should have been told. Han Solo shouldn't be happening.
No, we don't
Don't care.
need to know what he's been doing. And
Ron Howard, no, don't care about you
that
either.
just seems like a
you
weird
need to go.
fit.
I don't like it one bit.
I don't know. That shouldn't be even getting made. I'll probably see it, but I just don't. As of right now, I don't care.
As we stand right now, I don't want to even see the Han Solo movie.
I will probably watch it just because Han Solo is one of my favorite characters in anything.
Yeah.
All
But
time.
see, that's the. I feel like part of the charm with
That's
him.
why I don't want to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
it's the
true.
mystery. It's like who the hell is this guy? Like, leave it at that. I don't want to know what he was doing. I don't care what young Han Solo was doing. I don't know.
mean,
There's some
other
things
than-
we just don't need to know.
Blockade running and stealing things.
Right.
I just don't see how he. I'm assuming they'll tie it all together. I just don't see how whatever he was doing ties into the rest of the story.
Right.
Not only do we not need to know, I just don't think it matters.
It doesn't.
Unless they really try to shoehorn it in and make it matter, which I think would just suck.
See,
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with the whole. I mean, we don't know, but I don't think he had anything to do with it.
He shouldn't. And,
he
if
shouldn't
they
have.
if they shoehorn it in, it's going to screw everything up.
Exactly.
I'd be more interested in a Han Solo movie that took place between 6 and 7 than I would
Exactly.
3-1.
Yes, I agree. I agree because then he's established.
Well, also, I don't know if you guys read any of the Star Wars books. Like this,
I didn't. I should have.
I would highly recommend the X-Wing books. There's or the Rogue Squadron books. Sorry, there's 9 of them, and it takes place between basically right after 7.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, 6.
Okay.
And goes through and tells a whole new story, and it goes about how Han Solo becomes like a big general in the
Rebellion.
the rebels.
But are they
New
are they
Republic.
considered
Right.
canon?
Not anymore.
Some
No.
of them might be, but I don't remember. I'd have to go look them up.
Okay.
But they were great books. Like even if you just want a good sci-fi book to read, I'd go read all of those. The Thrawn trilogy is probably the best set of them.
That's what I've heard. Thrawn is
No, those are really good.
yeah.
I mean, they retake Coruscant. They do a whole bunch of fun stuff in those 9 books. And why is there a mosquito chasing me? Because I think I'm the only one not wearing bug spray.
I put bug spray on. I don't think it did anything.
I don't have it on my arms. I was
Now, did you
I
apply
don't have it on
Did
le
you apply that
arms.
before you went?
That
to
was
school?
before I went in the pool and broke my toe.
Oh, God, I thought
That's
that was my
another
beer.
story. Nope, that's just a That's a Pokemon ball.
No. Oh, I don't care.
Well, it's a Pokeball shaped like a turtle shell.
Pokemon can.
Did you? You've never played any of those games, right?
I tried Sun or Moon. I don't remember which. That's
See,
it.
That's what Nick
I've-
has.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I got into those when I was young, like when the Red and Blue came
Right.
out. And they're good. They're basically an RPG.
Yeah.
And some of them are pretty in depth, like to the point where it's like I really don't want to fire this game up because it takes so long.
Really.
Yeah. Like the
See,
I forget
I'm-
which ones I have, but
I'm just so out of my depth with those. Oh, that was the one thing I did play was the Project Octopath Traveler.
Oh, I downloaded that and then I never got to
what is
play
that?
it.
It's the RPG from Square that's coming, or not Square. I don't remember who made it, but it's coming out on the Switch. It looks like a 2D, 16-bit RPG, like a Super Nintendo RPG in a 3D world with modern lighting effects and stuff. It looks beautiful. I couldn't get past the first fight. I don't know how to do turn-based combat. I just don't know how to do it.
I'm curious.
I
You
suck.
must be just screwing something easy up because I'm
Well-
guessing it's not like you're playing the actual game and therefore you're in like a tutorial. Like it's a demo, so I think they would still ease you into it. But
I did this attack that hits all 3 dudes at once like 4 times and they're all still alive and I just die. Because every time I attack, I can't like defend. There's 3 of them. There's 1 of me. I don't. The game's so beautiful. I want to like it, but after I'm like, I'm never
Now,
gonna play this game.
is this like active time battle turn based, or is it like legit turn based? Like
I don't know.
I go, then you go, then I go, then you go.
I go Yuga.
Okay, so turn based stuff is like that's Final Fantasy X
Yeah.
style. That is a lot easier to pick up than like Final Fantasy VII. Was like, okay, so I'm watching the bar, so
Right? Yeah. There's no bars in this. Yeah. It's just back and forth.
yeah, so there's probably something stupid going on. You probably
It's
I'm
probably-
wondering if
I'm
it's
the stupid
because-
thing going on.
It may be because you're hitting all the enemies. So you're gonna have all 3 or 4, however many enemies are there.
They go bing, 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 and then I'm like, well, I'm dead now.
But like, if you're trying to hit them all, you're gonna have all 3 enemies there until they're all dead. Versus
Yes.
instead of focusing all your fire on this guy
Yeah.
to kill
Maybe
him,
that's what
and
it
now
is,
there's only
yeah.
2 of them that can be hitting you, and then you kill the next one, and now they're down to 1. Maybe that's what you're doing. I don't know.
yeah,
but
it depends on the situation. Like Final Fantasy 15, I was just playing that this week. Or no, I'm sorry, Final Fantasy 12. And there's this one area where you like click a button and like all these flans drop down.
Oh,
Like,
God.
And it's like
The Mexican dish?
yes,
well, basically
Really?
they're
yeah.
little jelly things.
Really?
Yeah.
They have names like flan and moose and
Pudding? Or
Yeah,
Probably.
pudding and stuff like that. So, anyways, well, this particular one's weak to fire, and it was like, well, the first time I came through this area, I was like at the appropriate level for it, and it was just like, no, I just instantly died to everything. Second time through, it was just like, I'm just gonna go over here and just let my black mage just cast fire on everything, and it dies.
yeah.
So the AOE attacks are not the best to do sometimes.
I suck. That's what it comes down to. By the way, okay, so we talk about Star Wars, we talk about Octopath Traveler. I forgot. What do you guys think about Memphis?
Oh yeah.
I like
What are your
it.
thoughts?
I like it.
You like it?
Fun.
Fun.
I mean, we went to Rec Room was fun.
Rec Room is awesome.
We would
Shout
do
out to Rec Room.
That was
Tag
great
them in the
last night.
description or something.
Um,
Why am I telling you? I'm going to be the one doing it.
You're telling yourself.
Yeah, we went there last night. That was fun as all get out. The Memphis Tigers game was great.
Go Tigers, go. That was awesome.
Good job, Tigers.
How bad was that?
I think it's supposed to go. I think
I was more
up at the
focusing
end.
on the game than the fight songs. So
Oh,
I have no
I-
idea.
As long as you don't focus on my voice, you'll be good. So continue.
Um,
Go Tigers, go!
The only problem I had, I think, was the flights out of the airport because it's like I think
Memphis airport sucks.
Monday flights were like
Tag
either
them in this video, too.
5:30 in the morning or like 3:30 in the afternoon. It was like
Whenever we leave Memphis for anything, we leave at 6 in the morning. It seems. Yeah.
It's like I think Brent and I both have flights before 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they're getting up at like 3 in the morning on Monday. Which means I'm getting
I
up
was
at
gonna
3 in
say,
the morning
with
because
the-
Murph's going to go crazy. And so that'll be an early day at work for me. But
No,
yeah.
Murphy's cool.
Murphy's awesome. Brent, what do you think about Memphis?
It's great. I'm having a blast being down here. I've been texting Jess, being like, I think we're missing out.
All right, what barbecue is better? Rendezvous or Casa de Kevin?
Don't. You're no, not mine.
I'm just
Actually-
saying he had pulled pork at both. It's a 1-to-1.
Mom texted me and Dad said, like, look, yours was better than anything that he's done. I'm like, that's nice. It's not true. He's like, no, seriously. Like, he
said
wasn't
it, I
being
mean, he
stupid.
said it was, but he said it's probably one of those things where when he cooks it, he's just like,
You're stressed out.
it's
That's
just
why
all
I'm
you do
stressed
while
out.
you're cooking. Yeah, exactly. So now he just gets to show up and eat,
Right.
As opposed to having
That's
to.
what I told Mom. If Jess make like
To me, they're almost identical.
the best sandwich I've ever had is when we go to the beach every year. Every October we go to the beach and we get cold cuts and we make sandwiches. And Jess makes these sandwiches. And for some reason when I'm at the beach, I want roast beef sandwiches, cold, and it's like the best effing sandwich I've ever had. If I were to go to Kroger and get me some like nice roast beef and make me a sandwich, it's gonna taste like crap. But when Jess makes it, I'm like, yes. So that's what I anyways, tell me how great my food was.
It was
Tell the
great.
people.
I loved it. But
I enjoyed yours.
Thank you.
But there was a reason. I was telling Jayson I was, with the chili dog was great at the game, and all the.
Oh, you
beer.
got a chili dog?
We all did.
Was it $10?
It was
Yes.
no.
I got a normal.
No,
I
chili
got a
dog
full
was like
hot
5.
dog.
Yeah.
Really?
Hot dog was 4. Chili dog was 5.
wow, okay.
Barbecue nachos were 9. We got that. too.
That's not that bad though. That,
Beers were
it's
8.
a decent portion, but
But just coming here after being in that heat all day today, and then like I don't know, I kind of feel like we wolfed down lunch, and I was like,
I'm
God,
surprised
oh,
you
yeah,
guys
chili
even
dog.
ate lunch.
So
I mean, it was too damn hot. It was like,
it was brutal.
I mean, we were sitting there and
No air.
like when the sun was behind a cloud, it was nice. But
Right.
when it wasn't, it was like sitting there, like sweating out a pound of flesh every.
Yeah, it was brutal. Like I could feel like heat just like I mean,
Oh yeah,
I definitely
It
got
was-
a little burned.
And it was
but-
humid enough to where it was like you had like unless you wiped the sweat off, it wasn't evaporating.
Oh no!
We good.
Oh god.
so it was nice to have a home cooked meal.
I guess.
Yeah.
I always prefer home cooked meals to going out.
Well, this is the first time I've ever smoked a butt.
So
By the
tell us
way-
about that. So how did that go? Was it easier than you thought?
It was easier than I thought. The only problem was I wanted to cook it at 275. I couldn't get my grill. I had like, the bottom air vent down to about like a sliver and the top twisty thing, flywheel, barely open. And it was still like I couldn't get it below 300. Everything I've looked up to do it on the Kamados, 250 to 275, it's perfect. You can do it at 300. It's just going to cook a little bit faster, which is what mine did. So that stressed me out, but it was easy. Like,
Is it easy to control, like to keep
Yeah.
the temperature? I mean, maybe not get it to a specific temperature, but
It's
if
easy.
you
to
don't
get,
mess with those things, it's gonna stay.
It's going
right
to
at
stay
that
right there.
same-
That's why it's so good. It's
Yeah.
why it's so good. Yeah. Like Dad's thing is awesome because it's electronic. He just goes beep beep 250. Oh, it's going to be 250 because it just is.
Right.
But this, like with the charcoal and everything, like when I was eating it, I said it's got a smoky flavor to it.
Yeah.
You know.
I had a good bark on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like a good bark.
Is there leftovers?
Oh yeah. I hope so.
I would
I
assume.
mean,
so,
I ate like
but-
4 sandwiches, so not gonna lie.
There might not be leftovers.
So I had like 4 sandwiches and then a plate of meat afterwards. So it was like I don't eat when it's hot out, so I had just a hot dog at the game.
Yeah.
So when I got here, after I jumped in the pool, I was like,
Oh, it's like
Now
a
I'm
normal
hungry.
temperature. Yeah.
Yeah.
now I'm hungry. Like, so I just kept eating.
I will say this, Logan, get your ass back here, your butt back here, and I will smoke a butt for you. By the way, if you don't know, a butt is not actually a butt. It's a shoulder, but it's the butt of the shoulder.
That's correct.
But the shoulder.
That is correct.
That is correct. I didn't always know that.
I didn't either.
I think I
But when you do,
I think I've learned that
you
since I've
drink
been
Dos
down
Equis.
here. But yeah, a butt is a shoulder.
my bloody stump of a toe is kind of throbbing now, so I need to drink more beer.
Yes, there's 4 more here before we have to go back over to the cooler.
The other thing, I don't know. Okay, now Jayson, when you got your PlayStation, Sean told me you got like 4 amazing games. You got Final Fantasy 15, Last of Us. Did you get Horizon?
I got Horizon and Final Fantasy
Fantasy-
10 remake again. That's the
Okay.
3rd copy of that game I own.
Okay. Have you played Uncharted, the Uncharted's, or have
I
you played
have-
Last of Us yet?
I have not played The Last of Us yet.
Okay.
I actually have the first 3 Uncharted on my PS3 that I haven't
Nice.
played.
Okay.
But actually, I think I was telling Sean, or I was even just thinking about it while I was driving up from Memphis around on Thursday. Was I've only really played Final Fantasy X and God of War 3 on my PS3, and that's it. Kingdom Hearts. I
One of
played
my-
Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
That's one of my top 10 games of all time is God of War 3.
That was-
Even better on PS4.
Well, you know what got me back into it?
What?
Your podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I was
How
like,
about that?
I was like, well, I think Brent got me into the first God of War game, and then I was like, I played the crap out of the first 2.
Yep.
And then like, I don't know if I just like moved around or whatever, and I just never finished God of War 3, and I was like 75% of the way through the game, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna finish this.
Yep.
And then I got stuck on Zeus for about 4 hours, but that was.
I forgot about that. I think you got me into God of War also. I totally forgot about that. The
Shout out to
original.
Brent.
Yeah. But then I went forever
It's
until you let
freaking
me borrow.
awesome.
Wait, what did I borrow from you? 2 and
3.
3? Or
You
just
still got 3. You still got my 3.
So I must have played 2. I think I played 2.
But now I've got the 1 and 2 collection on PS3.
Was 2 on 2 or 2 on 3?
2 was
2
on 2.
was the last big release
Game
on 2.
2.
Yeah.
I think I played them both. on
Originally,
2.
it was going to be a 3 game. They said, no. We need a swan. Kind of like they did with Last of Us for PS3. It could have easily been a PS4
okay.
game 5 months later.
Yeah.
But they said, no, it's going to be the swan song for PS3. God of War 2 is the swan song for PS2.
Okay.
I think I said God of War. Did I say God of War 4?
2.
Okay.
No, you got it right. 2 on 2.
But yeah, to answer your questions, like I haven't played any of the rest of those games yet. I'm still working my way through Final Fantasy 12.
Okay.
Yeah, me
So
too.
I've only ever it's the only Final Fantasy game that I like that I've only beaten once.
Wow. Okay.
So, and I'm sitting here with a Final Fantasy 15 shirt on.
I friggin' love that shirt. I feel like Final Fantasy 15 should have just been a 16-bit game. Looking at that shirt.
Yeah, like just the dogs, and you might not even be able to tell it on the screen, but it's. I actually got this at Comic-Con last year in New York. Comic-Con.
That's awesome.
This was like when I was texting Sean about the early review of the game. This is a T-shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
I got
Okay.
this one for free.
That's awesome. Brent, have you played any of the Uncharted games, or have you played Last of Us or anything?
I text Sean about them. I bought them, and I haven't played them.
About 6 months ago. He's like, Uncharted, are they really good? I'm like, yep. He said, okay, I think I'll get them.
Bruce
Hasn't
Straley has left Naughty Dog. So Sean and I can speak on this because we both, and Logan, I know you're going to have some thoughts on this.
The first Uncharted game. That's
Okay.
as far as I've gotten.
What is happening with this bottle? What am I looking at?
I don't
Looking
know.
at looks
There's
like-
like a label on a label.
Yeah, it looks like a.
That's weird.
Looks like.
So is another bottle missing a label?
It's
apparently.
bottleception. I think another bottle just had one too many labels.
Yeah, and it looks like it rinsed off or something.
So also, Straley.
Oh yeah,
When I think of Naughty Dog, I think Neil Druckmann.
so do I.
I don't know if that's unfair of me, but after reading Jason Schreier's book, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, I can understand why he left Naughty Dog. I can't believe Druckmann is going ahead with Last of Us Part 2. So I get it.
Why?
But he's just because they just got done. They did Uncharted 2, and then they started on The Last of Us, which, as emotionally draining as that game is, no spoilers here, it was super draining on them as directors. And then they went right from that to like, normally after you ship a big game, you're like, I'm good for I can take like a 6-month vacation, whatever. They're like, actually, Amy Hennig left. We need y'all to do Uncharted 4. And they did Uncharted 4, and they freaking nailed it. Top 10 game of all time for me. But when Bruce stepped away, I figured this was going to happen at some point where he's just going to say, I'm done. Thanks, guys. And he is done now. But Druckmann's still there. He's steering the ship for Last of Us Part 2. And I think I'm okay with that, but it's sad.
See, that's another one of those things where I don't know. To me, I don't tend to think of good games as being good because of the individual people behind it. I think
Kojima?
Grand Theft Auto is...
Kojima?
Well, okay, he's like the one exception.
Yes.
To me, like Grand Theft Auto is good because of Rockstar. I couldn't tell you the names of the individual people that worked on this one compared to this one or this one, or whatever. It's kind of a hit, I guess, but at the same time, I'm not worried. It's almost like Star Wars. Like I'm not worried. I don't know how you screw up Last of Us 2.
I think Druckmann. So Druckmann was basically Straley's understudy. So he's going to nail it with Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that at all. But it still sucks that Straley left. But yeah. Couple quick news items. They're both Nintendo related, and then we're just going to reminisce with these two.
I thought there's more.
There was, and I was like, I can't think of the word of these two.
Knuckleheads.
What can I say? On
That was the word, knuckleheads. So the NES Classic is coming back. By the way, speaking of NES Classic and SNES Classic, go check out our video from Friday. We talked about the ethics when it comes to flipping consoles. Our viewer tweeted us. Did you see that? He said, while I don't agree with your thoughts, I appreciate the response. I'm going to keep tuning in, keep making great content, and I'll keep watching. Thank you, guys.
I didn't see that, but
Yep.
Cool.
So that's awesome. So we talked about the ethics that go into flipping consoles.
For a profit.
I'm just going to keep it, I think. I'm
Really?
just going to keep it, even though I have a pie.
But
Yeah,
I almost feel like if you're going to keep it, I would almost just keep it in the box. Like you don't need it.
No, I'm going to keep it in the box. Once I
Okay.
get it, then I'll list it again and see everybody's like, well, I can't get one. Then I'll try to make a profit.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now.
But you have no intention right now of actually opening it and playing it.
I mean, I might. Hold on. Nick wants to download Star Wars Commander for free from the iTunes store.
Why is Nick not asleep or in bed?
It's only 8:30.
Oh, I thought it was later. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Nick, your son. I'm like...
Approve.
Talking about a different Nick.
Not Nick Shafani. What is this? I gotta enter my password. Okay.
Phone break.
So anyway, so they're gonna put out the NES Classic again next year. Are either of you, Brent? You've got a pie.
I've got a pie.
My man, Jayson, you're getting a pie.
I've also got an NES Classic.
Oh, you do have NES?
Yes.
Shoot.
I've played like 2 hours of it, but I have it.
I got mine. Mine was more a whole FOMO thing, like we talked about in that Friday show. I got it because I felt like I didn't want to not have it.
Right.
And then it's like the boys play Kirby all the time and stuff. Well, okay, then my password's wrong. Whatever. They play Kirby and they've tried Mega Man. They're like, nope, this is too hard. I'm not playing this game. I'm like, yeah, it's hard for me too.
Mega Man is not an easy game.
Which
No.
one?
2. Only 2 is on it.
Okay, I can't remember which was
Yeah.
on there, but
So
a weird selection on the Classic.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I didn't agree with.
What's
when
that?
you guys had your one podcast,
Yeah.
and I think you guys were going over the games.
there are some
Mega Man
glaring
2, you mean?
holes in that game choice.
there's a lot.
Mega Man
the
2
fact
is
that
probably the best, but you could, I mean, 3 is also very good. Why did you put Castlevania 1 and 2
And not 3?
I
should've
get
been
it.
1 and
1
3.
and 3 are very similar, so I think they wanted to
they're
put 2
both
in
great.
there.
So do you think Nintendo's going to come out with like a classic 2?
I think we talked about this, but I don't think there's enough games to make to do it.
I mean, there's not enough good games.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting. I wonder if this next, because this next shipment of NES Classics aren't coming out till like summer of next year. I wonder if they're going to put like, and now there's 45 games on, and Castlevania 3 is there, and Contra 1, and
Right, maybe it's like a few extra games.
right.
I mean, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, but with the Final Fantasy games, even right, there's 6 of them that was pre PS2 or PS1 rather.
I think there were 3 on Nintendo, but not here.
Right, it was
1, 2,
like
and 3,
one-
and 2 was 5, 1 was 1, 2 was 5, 3 was 6.
Yeah, I was talking about the Japanese numbering because it's just easier to keep track.
Yeah.
But even that, so there's like 2 Final Fantasy games that weren't on the NES Classic, and neither
To
one
be
of them.
fair, I mean, I think I've only played the first one. Those games are terrible.
The
I've tried
first-
playing Final Fantasy. I haven't made it. I feel like Kevin playing a turn-based game, and I just die.
Well,
I just don't like it.
I think
don't
the
know where
first
to
time I played
go.
that was 4 Fighters. That was fun. But
Yeah.
My toes.
But it's like, even from that standpoint, it's like, that's probably one of their biggest hitters on the Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Now, how many games are on it? 30?
30.
I feel like they could probably get it up to 40.
They could get it
I don't
up
know
to
that they
100.
would. Well, they could.
I mean,
Well, not
Um,
good games, right?
I think if you add another Mega Man or 2,
You could do 3 and 6 is what I would say.
I want to say that I have Final Fantasy 1 on my
probably,
phone.
yeah.
Curious how
You could do
Yes.
Contra 1, Castlevania 3, the Ninja Turtles games you can't do because of licensing, which sucks.
Right.
You could do Adventure Island. Or what's it called?
That was good.
That's good, but what was the other one? I got both
Joe
of you
and Mac.
excited. No, the game. Brent was asking me about it today. If I played it, I said I got through the first
Oh,
dungeon.
Star Tropics.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
Star
you could do
Tropics
Star Tropics 2.
You could do. Is Earthbound? No, that was 16-bit. Never mind. Monsters in My Pocket, for crying out loud. You could do.
Yeah.
You could figure out another 10 to 15
The
games
Legend
to
of the
put on there.
Wizard or whatever. What was that called?
Legacy of the Wizard.
Legacy of the Wizard.
Yeah.
Little League Baseball.
Little League Baseball.
Little League
RBI baseball.
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Yeah,
Do you remember the
Golf,
I don't
10-yard
wanna-
fight, all the sport. They left off so many sports games. You could easily
Yeah.
add 10 to 15 games just from sports games.
I think they should do a re-release, boost it up to like 40.
I mean,
Everybody that didn't get the original one that wanted one will now get one.
Yes.
People that wanted or people that have the original one are probably still going to get this one because they want the extra games.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to see them do. It seems strange to me that they would just re-release it as it is. Just say, hey, here's some more. I'm hoping maybe it's like a Nintendo NES Classic Nintendo Mini Plus or something with maybe 40 games instead of 30.
I just
they
won't
could
get
even
it.
charge like $5 more and make
Right.
and
Right,
people
yeah.
would still get it.
I mean,
Yes.
hell, people were paying $300 for the ones on eBay.
Not for
That's the
mine.
only way I would get it. I'm not going to get it the way it is.
But if you get a
But
pie,
even then, yeah, I'm going to get a pie. So
You don't need it.
even then, I probably wouldn't even get.
I mean,
yeah, I'm probably not going to get it.
If you do the
regardless.
math about like storage space too, it's like I just looked up Final Fantasy 1 on my phone. It's 8 megs. So 40 games of that is what? 280 megs?
well, you see all these people
Give or
that are
take.
that are modifying these NES Classics and selling them on eBay, where they put 1,000 games on there. So they've got plenty of hard drive space on the actual NES Classic. They've just chosen to only put 30 games on there.
Yeah.
They've got plenty of space. The other thing that they're doing is they came out and they said there will be as many NES units as they sold throughout the whole lifespan of the NES Classic. Those will all be available on day one for the SNES Classic. I don't believe them.
There's
for
no
a
way. They're not
second.
doing that.
And that's why I'm just going to let my SNES Classic just sit there. Once it launches and nobody gets it, I'll repost it, try to sell it. If I don't, I'm just going to keep it. I don't even care. I don't need it. I'll plug it upstairs. Go play Street Fighter. Know what? You want to play Zelda? Here you go. You got nothing to worry about there. I don't know why I said you got nothing to worry about. You got a lot to worry about because the game's not easy, but go ahead and just play it.
Yeah.
I didn't get the NES Classic on launch day. I got it was it all those websites that tell you about like in stock stuff?
Yeah.
Like I'm following it. Oh, they're at GameStop. Ordered it online.
You just got it.
And I just got it. And I
Was it
like,
one of the
oh.
crazy bundles or something?
Yeah, I got one of the
Okay.
bundles, but I think I sent a picture to Sean. It came with like a Zelda lamp.
Oh, that's right.
The Triforce Zelda lamp. It was actually
I
cool.
want that.
That's
Where
pretty
it's the
sweet.
I want that. I have seen it.
It's USB powered. It was like, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But it was like, and it also came with like a wireless controller and a
Damn.
like extension cable for the actual controller.
Yeah,
So
that's
it was
the
actually
other
a pretty
thing.
nice bundle. But I was like, I don't want to spend like $80 for this. But
I've got two 10-foot. That's the other thing. Like the SNES Classic will actually be playable because I already got two 10-foot bundles for my NES Classic. Bundles extension
Dongles.
dongle. Can we say dongle in every sentence?
dongle.
You can try dongle.
Your favorite word.
Meow.
The dongle.
The dongle.
The Dongles Cavern.
You got to put the bomb in his mouth when you get to the dongle. Also this week there was a Nintendo Direct. If you don't have a Switch yet, get ready because there's a Mario Odyssey Switch bundle coming for $379.99 that comes with the Switch, a case, a download code for Mario. The only reason I worry about that is we don't know how big that game is yet. You only
I feel
have
like it's going to be very large.
You only have 32 gigs of onboard storage. Once you take away the operating system and all that, you probably got 27, 28, something like that. And you get the red Joy-Cons that are Mario red, not the weird neon red, whatever.
I have those.
$379. It's a fantastic deal. That's why I told Logan, I was like, I don't know why we went so high. Fantastic deal. I'm like, Logan, you got to buy it. But like, you got to buy it, Logan. Also, they announced, I'm going to run through everything, then we'll talk about it. An orange and white new 2DS, as well as a Pokeball new 2DS, which is kind of like that, except red and white and without the shell. Right in front of you, goofball. For 3DS, I'm not going to run through everything, just the stuff that matters. Minecraft is coming to the 3DS. I then wrote, why? The 3DS have been out since 2012. Oh, I need that light. The 3DS have been out since 2012, Sean.
That's awesome.
Because Link Between Worlds was 2013, so it might have been, maybe it was 2011.
Maybe 11, yeah.
Why the hell are you just putting Minecraft on it now? Mario Party Top 100, that is a fantastic game.
Why on the 3DS?
Why is it
Put
not
that
coming on the Switch?
Yeah.
When you bundle it in, it's all about I mean, you don't bundle it in, but you're talking about multiplayer and everything with the Switch. Why is this coming on the 3DS where you got to friggin' link up and like, hey man,
Link up.
Oh man,
link up?
I remember lots of time playing Mario Party at my house.
Did you get the
God.
hole in your hand?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you get the gloves? Did Nintendo send you the gloves?
No.
Yeah.
I still have that.
I forgot they did that.
Also, Switch games coming out. So they showed more of Mario Odyssey, obviously, already. I mean, whatever. I still worry about this game because I miss my traditional power-ups. I don't like this whole capture thing. I'm sure I will love it.
I think yeah.
I just want to get a fire flower and shoot fire. And I want a feather or a leaf to fly.
I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
Think of how different Zelda was.
Yeah, but it was still, at the core, it was still Zelda.
I mean, I think this is still Mario.
I don't know if it's Mario. I'm just being
Difficult.
Thank you. Xenoblade 2 is coming out December 1st. This game looks freaking awesome because it's an RPG goes. This is active battle. This looks like party-based Zelda, and it looks phenomenal. I'm not going to get it, but it looks great. Octopath Traveler, the demo is out now. We talked about it earlier. It's coming out in 2018. Doom is coming to Switch. Holy crap.
We're talking about the Doom re-release that came
New
out last
Doom,
year?
yes, Doom
I
that
played
came-
that. It's actually really good.
It's coming out holiday. They didn't say a date, but it's coming out holiday 2017. Wolfenstein 2 is coming out 2018. Sean, we talked about last week about third parties supporting the Switch.
That's huge.
Bethesda supporting the Switch. That's huge. The new Kirby game is now
Gerb,
called
Gerby?
not Gerb. Gerby is called Gerby Star Allies. It's coming out in the spring of 2018. And they also announced they're doing the Arcade Archives thing. So Mario Brothers is coming out. That game sucks. So it's
not super.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Not before they were super. That game sucks. It's cool that they're doing it because they talked about Play 10 and all this other stuff. But what excites you, Sean, Jayson, Brent, that I just talked about?
So Odyssey,
I
obviously.
mean, yeah.
Doom, I may actually pick that up, and I don't know why, and I may change my mind by the time it comes out because
It's-
I'm not a first-person
I mean-
shooter guy, but part of me is just like, hey, it's on the Switch, that's cool, I kind of want to get it. I don't know that
I
will.
played the demo and I loved it.
Yeah.
I can tell you this, that I'm pretty far along in that game. I have it on the Xbox One, and it's a traditional Doom game. There's no story. You just run
just
around.
shoot everything.
Shoot cyber
Yeah.
demons and
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
like the other Doom 3 is one of my top favorite games, and
I never played Doom 3 and I hate that.
it will scare the ever living crap out of you in certain parts of it. Like I remember there's an online comic that I follow. It's Control Alt Delete.
I remember that.
So there's like one of the characters is playing Doom, like in the dark, and one of the other characters comes in and he just takes his keyboard and goes, "Bah!" Don't sneak up to somebody when they're playing Doom. Like that's how that game is. It's like it just gets you on this. But anyways, Doom. It's more of a horror game rather than this Doom game.
This Doom is okay.
No. I'm sorry. Doom 3 is more of a horror game.
Oh, okay.
This game is more of a
Doom
just gonna
1,
run
Final
around and
Doom, whatever.
Kill that demon and that kind of stuff. There's a little bit of a story, but it's kind of like as story as a Doom game has.
Yeah.
Doom 3 actually has a pretty good story, but
Okay, so I missed it. So, quick
I watched the whole
synopsis of. So, what is Kirby? I love everything Kirby. What is this game?
This is the 4-player Kirby.
Oh wait, yeah, we already saw.
We already saw it, but now they've actually put a name on
Right,
it. And
okay.
they put a ring on it, basically.
Okay,
They're getting married in spring of 18.
I'm all about that. I'm excited. I definitely want to play Octopath.
It is so... Oh,
Okay,
God.
I saw. I don't know if it was maybe when I got the demo or I saw. Did you send me something? Maybe I just looked up a video. I think I just looked up a video once you explained what it was.
And you're
And
like,
I don't know if
man,
it was from
Kevin
the demo,
sucks
but
at
it
this
said
game."
Octopath Traveler, and then in fine print it was like working title or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's still not the
Changed
name.
Okay, that's not going to be the name. That's just a stupid name.
But it's Project Octopath
yes.
Traveler.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's like 8 characters you can be.
There's 8, yeah.
There is 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's one of those like they're all
I think it's
kind
gonna be
of
a Chrono
separate
Trigger.
but somehow
Yeah.
related, and their stories kind of tied together into one bigger story. But I don't know. I'm definitely excited about that. I never got into any of the like Xenoblade. It does look good.
It looks so good.
But I don't know. When I think Nintendo, I don't think RPGs. And I'm sure I've missed out on some good ones, but
at least not now, right? Because back in the day, like NES.
I mean,
that
going
was
back to
like
the
Chrono
Super
Trigger.
NES and the
Yeah,
NES
Super
was just
Nintendo,
like
yes, but
even the Genesis with Fantasy Star
never played
Games
those.
and Fatal Labyrinth and all these
I
others.
wasn't in RPGs back when I had a Genesis.
Yeah.
Like, I still have it, but back when I was the system. Of
But yeah,
that
so
era.
bottom line, I'm pretty much interested in everything but the arcade archives. Because
Like what?
why? Why do we keep...
Right. Just give us a virtual console.
Yes.
But that's what I was going to say. That's what worries me about the NES Classic coming back next year. We're never getting virtual console.
No, we're never getting. it
We're
on the
never going to
Switch,
get on
never.
the Switch. It's not
Probably
gonna
not, but...
But I've got
also-
a Pi, so I don't
right,
care.
it almost doesn't matter now. So
It's almost like the wag the dog kind of thing. It's like, we can't make the virtual console work for some reason we don't know about. Here, have an NES Classic.
Right.
Have.
Because we're going to sell you the same games as many times as we possibly can.
I mean, I have 4 copies of Resident Evil 4. So.
I bought Link to the Past like 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's like our conversation earlier tonight. Nintendo will do what they want to do.
Yes.
they can do whatever they want, and people... I mean, they're almost like Apple.
I was just going to... Thank you!
They are
when you get
literally
to
the Apple.
these forced shortages, like
Yeah.
Nintendo does with the classic editions and what they did with the Switch, I believe it was
And
on
with the
purpose.
Wii.
And the Wii was the worst of all. They're just like Apple. They're like, we're going to restrict the supply to create
artificial demand.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's BS, Nintendo. I love y'all, but that's BS.
I think they should just go to a software publisher personally. But
I would love it if I could play Zelda on the PS4. I'd be in heaven.
So with the Switch,
Yes.
and I don't have one. I will admit that.
Leave the table.
you are the only one in here that doesn't.
Yes, I know. But it sounds like, is Nintendo only going in that direction of games where, like, again, they're remaking Mario? And I know you guys have had this conversation where it's like, they'll remake Mario, and we'll still get it
47,000
because
times.
it's awesome.
Because it's Mario.
But I meant, is that the path
Mario.
you see Nintendo's going with? Like, okay, they're going to remake a Kirby.
Yes.
They're going to remake what, like,
And Metroid, the thing they changed up is Zelda. They also changed up Mario, but it's like they're doing another Kirby game. They're doing Metroid Prime 4, which I still haven't played any of the Primes. I know I'm missing out.
kind of wish they weren't doing Prime. I wish it was a new trilogy.
I wish the damn.
I'm fine if it plays like Prime, but don't call it Prime 4. Just start something new.
I agree, but I also wish that the 2D one was coming out on the Switch. I haven't played it yet. Full thoughts next week with Nick. Hopefully, if he shows up. Not my kid, Nick Shafani. Don't wuss out on me. But yeah, I feel like what I worry about with Mario, it worked. Them changing up the formula with Zelda worked. Period. It is.
I mean, it worked.
It's probably my game of the year. Horizon. It's just oh gosh. If I would have played Horizon before Zelda would probably be like, well, Horizon, maybe it's my game of the year. Whereas I'm like, maybe Zelda's my... Because I played Horizon after it. Right. You know what I mean? I am so worried about this Mario Odyssey. I think it's going to be like a 95 Metacritic just because it's Mario. But I'm like, I don't know if it's my Mario. But I'm also an old man. Right, Logan?
Kevin is really, really old, to quote Logan.
Shout out to Link to Our Past.
Yes.
So anyways, what I'm most excited about here, not because I want to play them, but Doom and Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch makes me so happy. Because like we were talking about, third-party support. Bethesda getting on board with the Switch is huge.
That's big, yeah.
I mean, and that last Wolfenstein game, I played both Doom and the last Wolfenstein game.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It's like a more story-oriented version of Wolfenstein. It was good.
Yeah.
I like,
So if Doom came out on the Switch and the Xbox, would you still buy it for the Xbox over the Switch?
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh. That is a good question. I would have to think about that one a long time. Because it's like I have the friend base built up with the Xbox where I play online with them, but I travel a lot, so the Switch would be nice. So I'd have to really think about that one.
I still regret not getting Sonic on the Switch. I should have got it on the Switch, not the PS4. So I can just take it to work and take a half hour for lunch or whatever, go out to my truck and just friggin'
Have you been in that situation with any game so far?
What he was just saying?
Yeah.
Probably just Sonic.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I mean, it's a Sega game, so it's just as weird to get it on a PlayStation as it is Nintendo. Maybe a little more weird to get it on Nintendo, but it just doesn't seem like a Switch. I don't know why. I can't rationalize my thoughts, but it just didn't seem like a Switch kind of game for some reason. I'm like, I'd rather have it on the PlayStation. I wish I got that on the Switch.
I should have got it on the Switch. It all comes back to trophies for me because I have 14 platinums.
Wow.
I think. Maybe it's 13. I don't know.
Wow.
But either way, Sonic doesn't have a platinum. I should have just got it on the Switch so I could just take it wherever I want. Or like I'm saying, when the kids are watching Phineas and Ferb Star Wars Edition, I could be like, I'm just going to play Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It doesn't really take
Evil Incorporated.
I'm not going to sing. I'll sing later.
It was like we fired up when we went to Rec Room last night. It was like Sonic was there on the thing. I'm just like, I haven't touched Sonic in, I don't know, 5 years.
But
I just picked it up. I'm like, do. I'm jumping, and I don't know why I'm jumping. Oh, there, I dodged that thing. I'm like, it's all muscle memory in a lot of cases if you've played it enough. But I love me some Sonic.
It was weird. I know that was
I
like...
still haven't gotten that game.
You've got to play Sonic Mania. Oh my God, it's so... If you like Sonic, you
need to get it.
You have to get it. It is
I'll probably get it on the Switch because I travel.
Yes, you should get on it. I would tell you to definitely get on the Switch.
I mean, I don't have 2 games on the Switch anyway, so...
Yeah, get on the Switch for sure.
Get on the Switch for sure. All right. That's it for the news of the week.
Is it?
It is. Because I don't want to talk. Who cares?
Okay.
It's just whatever. We don't even know what it is. So, I want to go down memory lane with these two chuckleheads. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Not knuckleheads, but chuckleheads.
Chuckleheads.
These two chuckleheads, they're basically like little brothers to me without being little brothers. That's why I threw Brent in the pool. And that's just it just whatever. I've known these kids for as long as I can remember. No. I'll give you a bottle opener when you earn it.
What?
You heard me.
Buy a Switch right now, and you can have the bottle.
Yeah, really. Go.
We already had this conversation. It was the first thing I asked.
And Am I going to be reprimanded for not having a Switch? Was that
Wasn't
the
it-
conversation?
wasn't it- no, it was Thursday night. I said, guys,
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about a PS4. And they said, get one.
Yes.
You
Get a PS4
you
before you
explained
get a Switch.
it. I gave the circumstances. I said, I feel like I'm never going to be able to play it. And you go, you're going to be the perfect person to play it because
Once your kid goes to bed,
You can't afford to get kind of like you. You will you don't want to get super invested, and you won't be able to because you have a kid. So it's like you'll be able to like pick it up, and I flew through like Final Fantasy and Zelda.
Metal Gear.
Number of hours, I played it plenty of hours, but I did it big chunks at a time.
Yeah, Zelda was.
Like when I was getting towards the end of Horizon, the week that I finally beat it, I probably
Brittany was out of
put-
town. You were just like,
I probably put 20 hours
Yeah.
into it in that week alone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, crap. Now it's like I wish I could have. spread
now
it
it's
out
gone.
more.
Yeah.
But you won't be able to do that, so you'll be able to enjoy them longer. And
so here's the question.
Okay.
Do I get a PS4 or do
No.
I get a Switch?
Yes. You get both.
Yeah,
get the Pro
that was actually
Get a
my
PS4.
dilemma.
and get the Switch. For
Do you have a
Because-
4K TV?
I do.
Oh, you got to get a Pro.
But
Yeah.
I've explained to all you guys this week, you guys know how much I travel.
Mm.
So I
As
can,
much as I,
so I
as
would-
much if not more than I do.
so I can totally take advantage of the Switch.
Well, I mean, how big a Zelda fan are you?
That's the thing. Unless you're gonna
Or Mario Kart?
want
Like,
Zelda, there's not a whole lot that you can get on the Switch that will keep you entertained for hours and hours and hours. You
Right.
could get Sonic, but you'd beat it in a few hours. I mean, unless Zelda interests you, and if it does, great. Then yeah, get the Switch. Otherwise, right now, I mean, when Mario comes out, if the new Mario game is intriguing to you,
Ultra Street Fighter 2.
then definitely get it. That's true. Ultra Street Fighter's
So
fun.
I need
but
to hold off on the Switch then.
It's up to you. Like you said, it'd be good because you travel a lot, but there's just not a whole lot out on it right now.
I mean,
Zelda would get you through.
Zelda could keep you
Trip
busy
after
until
trip
the end of
after
next
trip
year.
after trip.
If you
Yes.
want. Yeah.
I had like 75 hours logged into that game or something, and
Yeah.
like Sean has more stuff on that game than I do.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours he put into it. But,
I think I'm 70 or 80.
I mean, most of
A
mine was
lot.
You know, that's my type of game. Collecting.
Oh yeah, you'd go insane.
Oh, there's plenty to collect.
Yeah, you'd be like absolutely like, we'd find you like in Ogdensburg, like the mental health facility.
I would.
Oh my god, I can't. One more shrine. One more shrine.
So here we
You-
go.
you need
PS4.
both.
PS4. What 5 games should I buy right away?
Okay.
Hand this over to Kevin.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Last of Us. Horizon.
And
Last of
Horizon.
Us, Horizon.
Uncharted.
Uncharted Collection.
And Uncharted
Over
4.
four?
And then Uncharted 4.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I would actually, to throw in a fun game that's not so serious and everything, I would throw in Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, you're big on that game.
It is so good. I liked Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2, one of my top 75 games of all time. It was so much fun. It was, oh my God, what am I saying? GTA 5. Because it's now the best-selling game in the history of the U.S.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It passed Minecraft, Tetris, everything in the U.S. It's the best-selling game of all time. But you have to get GTA 5. Hold off on Uncharted 4 until you beat the first 3 Uncharteds. Or at least you watch the cutscenes. But you have to get Metal Gear Solid 5, Horizon, GTA 5, Sonic Mania. I'm just kidding. What do we say?
Last of
Uncharted
Us.
Collection and Last of Us, yeah. You can't play any of those games on the Switch. Those are some of the best games ever. Those are top 25 games of all time. Mostly.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, those are, well, have you, what God of War games have you played? Just one?
Oh my God, God of War 4 next
You had to
year.
get, well, yeah, but you had to get the God of War collection.
Yep.
That's not on 4, it's just on 3.
Oh, that was 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
God of War 3 Remastered is on 4.
That's not confusing or anything.
Not at all.
Wow.
So you can't get 1 and 2 on 4?
No.
You can get 1 on 2 on 3, and you can get 3 on 4.
And you can get 3 on
And then
4,
next year
3
you can
on
get 4
3,
on
but you
4.
can get 3 HD on 4, and you can get 4 on 4, which is actually just not even a 4.
What
but it's
about
on
Kingdom
4.
Hearts?
That's what I think.
Kingdom Hearts was a hell of a fun game. I played 1 and 2, and they're great.
I think you should get, if you can only get one or the other, I think you should get the PS4. I think the PS4, I think the Super Nintendo is the best console ever made. I think PS4, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's going to be right up there. Because you got so many good games from the PS3, like God of War 3, like The Last of Us. Other games that got the Arkham collection, so you can play Arkham Asylum and Arkham City on the PS4 remastered. The PS4 is going to go down. It's probably going to end up being my second favorite console of all time, I think. Switch, too early to tell. I think Mario's going to be...
There's not a lot of
sucky.
games on it,
That's
too.
what it sounds like.
PS4. Get a PS4. And if you get a regular PS4, there's all great bundles out everywhere. If you don't go with the 4K, if you don't go with the PS4 Pro, just get the regular PS4, get it with a bundled something.
I mean, you could save
Well,
$100 because
that's kind of what I've looked at. I've looked at getting the regular one because of all the bundles.
Yep.
I meant specifically the Uncharted bundle. I
Yep.
feel is what I would lean towards.
Because you're a smart guy.
Uncharted just seems
Still
like a
gotta play
game
those
that
They're so good.
if I was to sit
on my
down and
list.
put it in, I'm gonna be hooked.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I asked you. I said, "What's this game compared to?" And you were like, "Indiana Jones."
I couldn't remember if I told you, but I started thinking about that again. Yeah,
And that
Indiana
game-
Jones and the
that game
Infernal
was
Machine.
awesome.
It is that.
But it's also Indiana Jones,
way,
the
way better.
movies come to life.
Right. It's also
Yeah.
basically just
It
Indiana
is
Jones.
so... Oh my
but
God,
it also
they're so
plays
good.
like
They're
the Infernal
so-
Machine.
Uncharted 4 is my favorite, but Uncharted 2 is just a notch below. And Uncharted 3 is just a notch below that. They're all in my top
One is on the bottom.
15 or 20 games of all time. One's on the bottom. Lost Legacy. I just don't have the investment for Lost Legacy. I don't know where it's going to end up.
I just feel like I compare the Uncharted series to like the Arkham series, which like
I never played those.
you know,
either.
Asylum and City.
Those are both fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, once you started playing them, you were hooked. You know,
Because Batman games sucked up until then. Sucked.
I can't remember any other Batman game other than the Arkham games.
Wasn't there a good one on Genesis?
No.
There's a good Spider-Man.
There
game
was
on
Batman
Genesis.
Returns, which looked cool, but he
That
kind
was
of looked
Super
purple.
Nintendo.
Well, it was on
Didn't you
Genesis
have that
also.
game?
I had the Nintendo one that was like extremely hard.
I remember
Yes.
that.
Nintendo games were
Very
extremely
hard.
hard.
That was the one with the joke. That was Batman 89.
That was
I
the Batman
think.
the movie.
Yeah, it was Batman.
Yeah, Batman the movie, the game. Street Fighter the movie,
The movie,
the
the
game.
game.
The movie.
Not a good game. Not a good game.
Like I think it was harder than the Turtles game.
No. Turtles 1. F
No,
that
I
game and F
remember
the
this
underwater.
Batman game. It was.
It was hard, but like Ninja Turtles underwater was impossible.
Yeah, but I
that
feel
dam
like
level?
that game.
You're talking about that dam level?
That damn level where you got to
Damn
blow
level.
up the dam.
But that was like the hard level. I mean, getting there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
The game was fun.
the building
It was
levels.
fun, yeah.
And driving
just
around in
very
the turtle van
unforgiving.
and stuff. Yeah.
So with the little
So
rockets.
good. Yes. Pew pew pew. So
Sure, I was wearing yesterday.
I don't even know how we got on. I don't even know how we. I don't know.
I don't remember.
You started talking about how you're going to reminisce, and then
Yeah, we're gonna reminisce.
and then somehow we started talking about
Brent,
needs to get
Jayson,
Mm.
first video game systems that you remember playing, whether you owned them or not. Earliest memories of video games.
Tiger Heli on the NES.
What the hell did you just
What?
say?
The game Tiger Heli. It's basically
Never
like,
heard of that.
It was actually kind of a really fun game. But it was like this. You're playing as this helicopter, and you're like over the
Choplifter?
ocean, and you're like destroying ships and stuff, and like landing installations. It was a lot of fun. Like
Wow.
my parents actually got me into it, because my parents and my grandparents, oddly enough, had an NES. I never did. My parents did, but first game system that technically was mine was Genesis with my brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
you
awesome.
were
So it's a
kid.
vertically scrolling.
That game, like, it's on no collections.
I was gonna say that is a game I've somehow never ever heard of.
Yeah, that's the game.
It's like it's a vertical scrolling shooter game, and it reminds me of Xevious, but with a helicopter.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, this looks awesome.
Yeah, it was the first. I think that might have been the first video game I've ever played. That or one of the Super Mario.
That's awesome. Brent.
Pitfall on Atari.
Yay!
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't go back
Old
to the
school.
Atari.
Yeah, careful.
I hit the mic. I'm sorry. What do you remember? We played Pitfall. Did we play at
At,
Uncle
like, Uncle
Pat's
Pat's,
house?
I think,
Yeah, it must have
yeah.
been Uncle Pat's house. What do you remember about Pitfall, Brent?
Just the level, just going.
Jump out of the thing, swing over the hole, jump on the alligator's noses.
Yes.
And,
I never played that game.
God.
actually.
Just the. Oh, this level looks like, or this stage looks like the last stage.
Yeah, because they have like two colors and
Careful.
careful.
Glad I could find a game for you guys to find too.
See, my first system, the Intellivision.
Yeah.
I had
Our-
never even heard of that until I heard it on the podcast. one
Yeah,
day.
our dad had it.
It was like a knockoff Atari, basically.
It was a remote control where you had 1 through 9 and a big circle that you use as a D-pad, basically. And for every game, you slid over the 1 through 9. You slid a little plastic thing over it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would turn into different buttons based on the game that would tell you what does what. So much fun. I mean, I think it was so much fun. That's my earliest memory. I know Sean, you remember the Intellivision,
Oh, yeah.
but I think you
See, that's one of those things. Like we
when it
always
goes
talk
back to
about
home
how
movies.
I don't know what memories I have versus just. Do I have this memory, or do I just have a memory of watching
The
this
whole
memory
movie.
on video? Like the first game I really can think of playing, and I know this isn't true, is Contra, and I think it's because that's like our first home video was getting that for Christmas.
It was our first Let's Play.
And then, yeah, it was before Let's Plays were a thing. And Mom and Dad recorded us playing it. But that was 89. We got Zelda in what, 87?
Yes.
And Mario before that. So I'm sure I played them before it, but because I don't have that on video, I think, Contra is like my first memory of playing games. And I'm sure I played I don't know. We got the Nintendo in 87 or 88.
87.
So I was 3. I mean, I was Casey's age. I was younger than Casey is now. So I don't know how much video games I was really playing. I probably played the Intellivision before the Nintendo, but I probably just didn't know what I was doing. And,
Right.
So the Nintendo, by the time I could actually play a video game somewhat well, it had to be the Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it was probably Mario. But my
Where's-
first memory is Contra.
That's so
Memory.
weird. Yeah.
Because it's on video. If that wasn't on video, who knows what it would be?
And it never picture it didn't
I
happen.
would just forget that it ever happened. Yeah.
You think they'll ever come out with another Contra game?
I've been saying this for years.
They should.
Didn't they recently, like a couple years back? It was like a horrible game though.
The last
So-
one I remember was Contra. Not that this is the last one, but I
Shattered
owned it.
Soldier?
Shattered Soldier.
Yeah.
I bought it pre-owned at, I think it was still EB Games at the time.
Oh,
Well, that was a long time ago.
And it was cool. So what
7-ish.
what did we play? Hardcore. And it was bad because there was just so much. There's just crap everywhere. Just explosions
explosions
and it was just
everywhere,
too
yeah.
busy. That's how this game was. It was basically just Contra, but it's on a PS2. We have all this extra power now. Let's put explosions
Just
and
fill the
crap
screen up.
everywhere. And it was so busy, and I couldn't tell what was going on. And then there's like a scratch on the disc or something to where I couldn't get past maybe the second level, and it would always like reset or something. I don't know. But actually,
Like
I mean,
Twin
it was kind
Snakes.
of a fun game. But yeah, that seems like a perfect. Put it on the Switch.
You can
like,
do it
that's
3D
what I'm
or
thinking.
2D.
That'd be a perfect
Yeah,
like.
really.
Just go updated graphics, but don't push it. Don't try to make it so busy with just like we got room for more explosions. Put more explosions in
Right.
there. Like that doesn't help. But they totally need to do that.
It's like Samus Returns coming out on 3DS.
exactly, yeah. Do that,
Right.
but do it with like Super
I mean,
Contra.
As much as I never,
I mean, not
played,
Super Contra, Contra 3 on the Super Nintendo.
As much as I never played that Contra game, think about it this way: more explosions everywhere kind of fits Contra.
It does, but they're just too.
I mean, don't get me
When you
wrong.
There's
can't
a lot
see
of
the bullets,
explosions.
that's the problem.
Exactly.
I mean,
There's
I
a lot
never-
of explosions on the NES one too, but it wasn't. It didn't just take over the screen. It was very obvious what could kill you and what couldn't.
Right.
I mean, look at Contra 3 that we just played.
I was gonna say.
I was about ready to say. I was like,
I gotta,
MVP
we gotta
this
give a
guy.
shout
Brent is
out.
the expert Contra person right now.
Shout out to Brent.
Holy
we
damn.
played Contra 3 on the Pi at Rec Room last night. Brent was just like, I don't know if he just blacked out and was just like, I don't know what to.
He was just on a different plane.
He went to like the
was his
upside
life.
down or something. He just knew what to do. And but watching the two of you play together, period, was like
Oh, it was
hilarious
like we were
because
right back in
it
his
was
basement.
20 years ago,
Yes.
and you're like, all right, let's. I know what to do.
I was sitting there
We
watching
still
it.
remembered all the enemies, like attack patterns, all the bosses, where to stand, what to do. like-
You gotta go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Like I was watching this going.
I was just
Wow.
laughing the whole
Yeah.
time because I was like,
but my God,
You
that
want
is
this for a second gun, or you want me to take it?
that. Talk about
Talk about hard.
perfect games for what it's meant to be. Contra 3 is
perfect
Pretty
for what
much
it's
perfect.
trying to be.
I mean, it's
perfect.
It's
Yes.
not supposed to be like any kind of like big story, or it's just
No.
gonna be like, here's two guys blowing stuff up. That's the
Bimmy and
Contra.
Jimmy.
that would be a
No,
good
it's not Bimmy and
topic.
Jimmy.
Come up with like you probably do 10 or 15 genres. Best game from each genre, and for shooters, it's that.
For
Well-
shmups, it's probably that.
Yeah.
for third-person shooters.
Gunstar Heroes would be
Right.
up there.
Gunstar
but
Heroes-
I'm putting this above it.
We would fight.
Would you put Gunstar Heroes? There's an
Gunstar
argument to be
Heroes-
made, but I would put Contra 3.
I mean, your
We'll
brothers
fire it
fight
up
all the
later.
time.
We'll fire it up later. I want you two to play through Gunstar Heroes and be like, this is friggin' awesome. You can throw the die.
Do you remember that game? Did I play that? Or was it?
It was
just you
only
and
on
me?
Genesis.
Yeah, it was on
you and I
Genesis,
played it
so-
like friggin'
I'm trying to
every
think
day.
of who I played it with.
It was
must
us.
have been you.
It was
then,
me and you,
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
I got Contra 3. My mom picked it up at a garage sale.
That is the
Really?
best story ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like back in the days
Like-
of the Super Nintendo, or way. Well,
Like
no,
I
'cause
got
we were playing
the
it
Super Nintendo
in the
and,
prime
like,
of Super
You know when
Nintendo.
they used to do garage sales in Black River, she went to
Oh,
a
God.
garage sale in Black River and picked up like Contra 3 and
Wow.
I think there was one other game, but obviously that didn't stand out as much as Contra 3.
Continue.
His
Yeah.
memory just worked.
I have an idea for back at the box.
Oh, good.
but
Okay.
Keep going.
So it's Contra 3. Go for it.
I got kind of a spin off off
Go for it.
off of your
Spin it
top.
off, buddy.
Okay. So
Or is it a tangent?
It's a segment.
Say it,
So I was thinking about this as we were, okay, let's do an updated Contra, and I'm thinking,
Is Gears of War an updated Contra?
Not really.
It's kind of like
Okay.
what Contra. I mean, I don't know much about the game, but it's
I
kind of how I would envision
played
a
all
new
4.
generation of Contra.
You have played all
being.
4? Okay.
I haven't beaten 4, but I've beaten 1, 2, and 3, and I can tell you this. Yeah, you might. It's probably the biggest Xbox exclusive game that you would.
yeah,
love.
I've got to play that game.
I mean, I might be able to actually download it on my laptop because I have.
but if they were to
Right.
do a new Contra,
Yep.
obviously the way they're making games nowadays,
Exactly.
would it
Yeah.
have to be first person?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't. I think.
I think
hope
what they
not.
did with
especially with that like,
Castlevania.
level, I couldn't do that first person.
Oh my god, that was gonna get. I was about to have a seizure watching
Oh,
the
God.
top down levels on the like a 12 by 12 foot by 12 foot screen in Rec Room. I was like, I'm going to throw up. every-
Sean and Brent were playing this, and Kevin and I was just going.
We're just
I can't
like,
watch
"Oh, I
this. I
can't
can't
do
watch
it."
this.
I think with what they did with like Castlevania on N64 and
That
what they
was
did
good.
with Metroid, like I would love to see just another side-scrolling Contra.
Yeah.
But when you think of Contra today, what would it have become?
It'd probably
I picture
be a
it
cover
like Gears
based
of
shooter.
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, probably not cover based because there's no. You're just run and gun. Like
But you have to evolve it is why I
Well,
think it might
yeah.
end up being cover based.
The cover-based stuff in Gears of War, really well done.
Yeah.
It's like if you're not behind cover, unless you're just that good, you're dead. Like you will have to be revived by your teammates. It is like I am not a third-person shooter person. I
Yeah.
cannot. My list of third-person shooter games that I like, Resident Evil games notwithstanding, I don't consider them third-person
Right.
shooters, even though they're close to them.
Yeah.
Gears of War 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about it. Like I will
See,
play first-person shooters all day long, but third-person, no.
I so want to just buy an Xbox
just for Gears.
to play all 4 of those
I mean,
stupid games.
I could probably ship my 360 down here if you want to play
1, 2, 3.
One. I think I don't have 2 right now,
Okay.
or 3. I have one of those I'm missing, but I have 1 and 2. I have the other 2. I could probably ship those down if you want to play them.
I won Xbox 360 when I worked at AT&T. Shout out to the IRS. I didn't claim this on my taxes, but I sold it for like $150. I was like, I don't care about Xbox. Just somebody take it.
Back when they were like
$300
big.
When it was like
When the 360 was winning the
2009.
war.
So they'd been out for 3 or 4 years at that point.
Okay.
It was like the slim or whatever the non
So the
red
black
light
one?
red ring of death.
Yeah.
It was white.
Oh, okay. So the second gen white one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a second gen white one, but that's still Ring of Death to me.
It's still ring of death.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
The black ones didn't, but the I think it was a.
Is
different
that
ring.
it? Like, is there no coming back from that, or you have to like ship it to Microsoft and they fix it? kind
Yeah,
of
for
thing?
like $150. I'm like,
It wasn't even a warranty thing. They were complete buttholes about it.
Yeah, I was
Really?
like, okay, I can go buy a new one for $250.
right.
Why don't I go do that?
Yeah.
As much as I crap on them, my PS3, my backwards compatible PS3, first generation, when it died, it didn't die, but the optical reader, whatever it is, the laser reader for the disc
laser?
died.
Laser.
They're like, we'll give you $60 if you trade it in, or you can like get it shipped to fix for like $180. I was like, just give me $60. Give me the slim PS3. I need Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't.
I need Metal Gear Solid. That's another series.
I regret that, like, because I don't have a PS2, so all my PS2 games, like, that's why I was so happy when we went to Rec Room for my birthday. There's a ghost. I just wanted to rent a PS2 and play my Street Fighter collection, Capcom collection. Tangent.
I still have my
Tangent.
PS2.
My PS2 is dead and gone, like
So-
Justin Timberlake said.
I actually have all. I was talking to Sean about this. I actually have all gen consoles for the last 3 gens,
Really?
minus the Wii U. I don't have that,
I have it. I don't know why.
but I
Mario
have,
Maker.
But I have.
You have it because you have boys.
I have it because.
Then you can get it for free or cheap or something.
Santa got it for them.
That's right. That was from Santa.
It was from Santa.
Shout out to Santa.
They got it with
Yeah.
Super Mario, Wii U, and Luigi U, whatever the hell it was called. With the rabbits in it. Rabbids.
What?
There's a purple rabbit that runs around.
Oh,
He's not,
not
a
the
rabbit.
rabbit.
He's not a rabbit,
He's a
but he's a
rabbit.
rabbit.
So he might be a rabbit.
Rabbit.
But yeah, I actually have. I have the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I have the 360, the PS3, and the Wii.
Wow.
I also have the Xbox, the original one, with the big fat
With the Duke.
with the big fat controllers, a PS2, and a GameCube.
Jeez.
And I also have my Genesis still.
Holy crap.
Like you're from back in the day?
Yeah,
Or
from
you
what-
bought a new one since then?
No,
I
this
mean,
is my
new,
this is
but-
mine and my brother's Genesis.
Wow. Still
like-
works?
Yeah, I played Rocket Knight on it about 2 years ago.
I was going to say 2 weeks ago. No, 2 years ago.
But it was like, well, it's actually kind of a pain because you have to get one with you have to have a TV with a TV tuner.
Correct.
So my TV.
You got to have the
doesn't
RF switch and all that crap.
Yeah, so I have to go find an RF switch for it. But yeah, so actually, when you guys were talking about like when Brittany surprised you with the Genesis,
Episode 10.
I'm like,
Check it out. We had an echo at the end, but check it out.
I had to go dig it out. I'm like, I gotta go grab my Genesis. Just to see it. Like
It is a top 10 console of all time for sure. I went back when
Well, I mean,
Rocket Knight, I think.
There's
how many
been
consoles have there been?
at
20?
least 20. It's
I
in
just
the top
named-
half.
I just named 9, 10 of them,
Yeah.
and I never had a Super Nintendo. So I know there's another one.
The Genesis is amazing. But here's what I want to know about. This is the only other note I had. And we'll just see where this conversation goes. Free-flowing conversation that sometimes touches on.
Mature subjects.
Yeah. Brent, I missed out on these LAN parties. Apparently I wasn't invited
I think you were at college.
at college.
No,
Or in college.
There was
You were at.
You were
college.
at the college.
Yes.
Brent,
You were the
first,
older.
I was the cool kid.
Yeah, you were
Right.
the cool guy.
I would have liked to
brother?
hang out with you little young nerds and play LAN parties and How did this even work? How did this work?
I just showed
So-
up with my laptop and I said, hook
Okay,
me
you
up.
had a
I
laptop.
had nothing
so
to do. Yeah.
Brent, myself, and another guy, Jeff Jarvis, were all like computer geeks for lack of a better term, right? In different ways, right? So we just all had either multiple computers. In my case, I had 2. Jarvis had, I think, 1. Brent had 1. And we just kind of like brought them all and hooked them up with network switches.
Was
down
this
in his basement.
pre-Ethernet?
No, this was Ethernet.
it was Ethernet.
No, this-
Okay, then I
it
was
was
in college.
it's Ethernet, but
Yeah,
as
'cause it was the
I
laptop
think
that
about
I
it, I
got
think
my
to
freshman
myself,
year of
I'm
college.
like, oh my god, we were so young. Like I'm
Yeah,
thinking
oh.
now the networks I manage and everything. I'm thinking,
Right. But-
oh my
but
god,
how
we
did this-
struggled to hook up these LAN parties back then.
I
yeah,
never
we
went
had
to a
routers
LAN
too,
party.
but
But that's what I'm thinking. So do you all...
you all bring your computer and your peripherals. That's it.
Oh, God. I just can't even...
I mean, we had a whole big. We had like a.
Like 8 people?
It was usually about 4 or 5 of us, sometimes
Six.
as many as like 8 to 10 for some
My
of the
God.
big
We had
ones, I
one.
think.
We had one really big one. It was like
Yeah.
12 people.
It was
Yeah.
in the garage, wasn't it?
Oh
Okay.
God! I forgot
Yeah, we
about
eventually
that.
moved
Yes,
it
we
to the
did.
garage
moved it to
instead
the
of the
garage.
basement.
It was too big for the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had at one point in the basement. I think we had 10 people down there. I mean, it was
Wow.
Okay, so it was the 3 of us, right? So you had and then
Not
you had,
me.
Yeah. So then you had Jarvis. You had Sean Sovey.
Sobe.
Chris Turk was there for one of them.
Was he?
Chris Turk.
What's his
Who is
name that
I remember
met
that
Billy
name.
Gunn?
Larry?
Larry. What was his name?
I don't
Chucky?
think-
Bucky.
Bucky.
He wasn't.
Chucky.
No, he wasn't there.
He wasn't in that? Okay.
No, he was. He'd come over for like and play video games, but he wasn't like big into it.
Right.
Was Sam? Or was this pre-Sam?
Sam
This
came
is-
for one or 2 of them.
Did he?
Leon towards the end.
Leon, I forgot
Towards
about
the
Leon.
Yep, Leon
later.
I'm trying to think of all the friends you had. Tony Batista?
No.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
he was
to
just
think of
there
all
for
the
drinking
friends.
parties.
Dan.
Oh, well, okay.
That's a whole other
Dan
topic.
Berkler.
You're all
Dan Verkler.
illegal drinkers.
I mean, that's what like 8-9 people. That was
Yeah.
That was also the one where I. I like you know how you used to be able to like you used to like tap
Oh.
people's beers to get
Oh,
them
God.
started? So Jarvis, I did that to Jarvis once, and he and I were the 2 that would always do this to each other.
Right.
And I hit it hard enough, and I chipped the bottle.
Wham! Oh my God! Don't tell me how. You want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, he cut his lip open pretty.
Oh
bad.
God!
We like after the fact, we're like, did you swallow any of the glass? And apparently, no. It just like one big piece.
I'll figure it out when I poop.
chipped off like this. It was like, oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, so I don't think we were 21 at this point either.
It's fine.
But
Statute of limitations.
but yeah, we Wolf ET was the game we played the most.
Yep, we were
That
just,
was a
we
game
were
we were
just
just
talking about that. at the
Wolfenstein
end.
Enemy Territories.
Oh, okay.
So it was first person,
Okay.
but it was objective based too. So like there was only like what six missions you could choose
Was that the
from.
one that was like World War II time?
Yep,
But it was like a
it
D-Day
wasn't
kind of
It wasn't
stage,
just
right?
run and
Yeah.
gun.
And once
so
you got out,
like
there's all the
there would be
trenches and stuff.
if
Yeah,
there's 6
okay.
people, 3 people would be on a team, and then you would have you have to go here and you have to.
You'd be on the
secure
team
this.
like defend the radar dome or something. It's
Yeah.
almost
Like
like
capture the
Battlefront.
flag or
It's almost like
something?
Battlefront. You had like
yeah.
2 teams,
But it
that
wasn't
were,
like it was defend, capture this radar dome, which then does this objective,
It's
and then
very much
you have
like
to
Battlefront.
Okay.
load this on a truck and then
Yep.
drive this truck. So
and yeah, you had different classes. Like somebody would be like the medic, somebody would be the
somebody would
engineer
be
who could like
assault.
yeah.
So it's kind of like MMO-ish a little bit.
Not really. It was more like if you ever go play a first-person shooter with objectives,
Like
online.
zombies.
No, not zombies.
Okay.
More like, hey, I want to go play Battlefield 1, and I want to go play
Oh.
online, and it's like objective based. Instead of playing it online, there's the 6 of us in Brent's basement playing it.
Oh god, that was so much fun.
I never went to a single LAN party.
So there was that, and there was Battlefield 1942.
Well, it should always devolved into who can run to the
Right.
plane
I would
the
just make a
fastest.
beeline for the plane and just take off, and then I'd try to shoot people, and then I eventually just get bored and just kamikaze.
You could just
people.
get on a plane. You didn't have to get
Yeah,
it
oh,
as
yeah.
a power-up.
No,
No, you would
kill
just find
streak
a
or
plane. It
anything?
was like GTA.
No.
You just find a plane and
Oh,
jump in and
okay.
take off, and
So those,
that was more typical. I think there was like capture the flag.
well, but
Yeah.
it
I don't
was-
think there was objectives per se.
that
but-
one was like, it was like that particular game was built for like 20 people, like 10 on 10. And it was
Right.
like 6 of us playing it. So it'd be like we'd have matches that were an hour long and there was no kills because the maps were so damn big. And it was like you see Sean like, oh, there he is, crash.
So what all games did you play? I mean, were y'all into Quake?
There was those, and then there was. We didn't really do Quake.
We didn't do Quake.
Unreal
Those were like
Tournament.
the first
Unreal
two.
Tournament, we did a
Unreal
lot of
Tournament.
that.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of
Warcraft,
StarCraft.
we did a
Warcraft,
lot of StarCraft.
Command and Conquer. Well, Red Alert.
Okay, but so was that team versus team?
We
Yes.
did it both ways.
Well-
we did like every man for himself. We did teams.
But could you all team up on one team for Red Alert or something like that? Or no?
Did we ever do any
no,
where
we
we
did
teamed
Star-
up against a computer? Like
We
put
did
it
on
on very
StarCraft.
hard and then teamed up or something?
Oh, and we always get our butts handed to us.
yeah. I mean,
That was horrible. It was like, let's stick it up to hard and see how long we can survive.
And dead.
And it was like 5 minutes.
these
10
guys
minutes.
have pretty much convinced me that I need to pick up
StarCraft
StarCraft
2.
2 finally.
You pick up StarCraft
I assumed
2.
you had already played that.
No.
Well,
When I heard it was coming, I was like, holy crap. Yes. And then I never
and
got
then
it.
I think
but-
I told him when we were working at EB together, it was like, I didn't particularly like it. I mean, I liked the campaign,
Really?
but see, my problem with StarCraft 2 is this. The StarCraft 1 was a full, like, you played all 3 races, all 3 campaigns, had no problem with it, right? The Brood War expansion, same deal. You played all 3 campaigns. StarCraft 2, the game itself is just the Terran campaign. And
But you can play everybody in multiplayer.
right. So then the next one was the Zerg campaign, and then the third expansion, or the second expansion rather, is the Protoss campaign, which I didn't like. I didn't like how they broke it up like that. I feel like give me a full game.
But at least now I'm to the point where it's all out. I can just
Yeah.
get the battle
Yeah.
chest or whatever, and like I've got the full game.
So
Which I could probably get that for what now? $50?
It's on sale right now for like 30.
Wow, crap.
So it's like $10.
Kind of related. Has anybody played Diablo 3?
Yes.
Do I need to get it? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. I want Diablo 3
See, I only
so
played Diablo
bad.
1 or 2, and it was
feel
just
like
very
this is-
boring.
Because I've asked Jayson, I've been like, should I get Diablo 3? And should I get into it?
It will. Okay. So
Is it going to take over my life like GTA Online did?
Did you play Diablo 2?
I haven't played any Diablos, but Diablo
So-
3, because it just seems everything I read, and this is in
seems
Jason
like it's
Schreier's
leaps and
book.
bounds above 1 and 2.
Well, when
no.
you read it,
No.
it started out crappy.
Leaps and bounds about
then they
1.
figured it out, and this is the one game that they're like, we're going to figure out how to do an RTS. It's not even RTS. Whatever you would call this.
It's a hack and slash.
Yeah. But they made it work on console, which this type of game has
I've
never
n-
worked on console before.
I haven't played it on console. I have it on my
Okay.
computer.
Okay.
And I'll tell you this: it's a lot of fun. But if you're not a big fan of just going around and just beating the hell out of stuff for hours and hours and hours,
Yeah.
then you won't like it. If you want a story, yeah, you play through the campaign once.
But you got Reaper of Souls and you got whatever.
Well, the Reaper of Souls is just a fifth chapter,
Okay.
so it's good. Don't get me wrong; I love that game, but I actually got my I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft in the last year or so, and a bunch of guys that I play that with are in Diablo, and it's it's mindless. Like
Yeah.
you just go through. Okay, I need to go over here. Smash, 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 smash.
But
smash,
do you
smash, smash.
okay? So in Diablo 3, do you actually attack, or you just go point, click, attack that guy?
So, yes. So there are 6 different attack buttons. Okay.
I'm out.
But it's different abilities.
Okay.
Okay. So, playing it on PC is left mouse click is like your normal attack. Like it's usually like a resource generator.
Okay.
Your second mouse, your right mouse click, and I don't know how this works on console. I haven't played it. Is like a resource dump. So, hey, I need to I am at capped resource. I need to just down a bunch of resources.
Okay.
Then you've got the action bars 1 through 4 are different abilities that do different things. Okay?
Oh my god, I can't. I don't think I can play this game.
It's actually it sounds more complicated than it is. You can find builds online. It's like for example, the monk class is basically like a
$10 more, you can order it through
light.
Hey, focus, focus.
We're talking
The teacher is talking. No, we're talking Diablo.
They're talking StarCraft. So Like the monk is what I play the most, right?
Okay.
And it's like one of the abilities is just a dash. I want to like dash into some enemies. I dash in and I can dash out, right?
Okay.
Another one is I heal myself. Okay. The fourth one is like, I want to bubble myself a little bit. So and then the third, I forget what the third one. It's just a big attack, but it has like a cooldown, right? So they're all different. Like the only ones you can do at any time are like the middle mouse clicks or the mouse click ones.
Okay.
So your primary attacks and your secondary attack. But it's a lot of fun.
I want this game. I want this game. There's something about Diablo 3 that is just speaking to me so much that it's like I never played 1 or 2 or any of the expansions or anything, but there's something about Diablo 3, and maybe it's just because I've heard how good it is on console that it's just like, Kevin, you have to play this game.
So do you have so what is your computer now?
It is a crappy old MacBook Pro that is barely good enough to edit the videos that you see at youtube.com/2playercoop.
Okay, just
It
inquiring.
should be, like the thing about Blizzard games is that that's really
It
not,
sucks.
Still work on a crappy MacBook?
Oh my god, Blizzard games don't require any system spec.
That's
at
the
all.
thing, right?
Like my old laptop will run most Blizzard games.
I'm just more likely, and Sean knows me, I'm more like, if I'm going to play Diablo, I'm more likely to just play it on PS4. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it on PS4.
If you can get it on sale, I'd get it.
It's like
it's a bit of a time sink. You'll get sick of it, but it's like
But is it
mindless.
grindy?
yes.
But
I'll tell you, it's mindless. You don't have to think about it.
okay.
Like it's like, okay, I gotta go over there. Smash, 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 smash. Oh, I'm over there. Okay, I go do this. Smash, 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 smash. Over here. It's really like, hey, I wanna like, I'm drunk. I wanna go do something. Smash, 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 smash. I have like
Hulk smash.
I have
I can't get it. Cheers.
What was
there you go. Or like more likely for you, baby Eliza kept you up all night. I want to do something like while she's sleeping in my arms.
She
Here you
keeps Jess up all night.
go. Okay, well, whatever.
I think you actually officially turned me away from Diablo 3 when you just said there's 6 buttons. I'm like, I think I'll stay
I
with
just need
StarCraft.
A and B and anything more.
I need attack and jump.
I mean, I don't have my laptop with me, or I could bring it, but I could fire up my laptop when we get back to Sean's.
There is something about Diablo that has just been like, it's just been like, download me. And now that like, when I read Jason Schreier's book, and he's got a whole chapter devoted to Diablo 3 and how they try to differentiate from Diablo 2, and that went, you're right. They
It's
went
a cold chill and a yawn
They
together.
went, damn, I'm boring you. They went
took out the
horribly
table.
wrong, but then they like, okay,
Yeah.
they brought in a new director,
So-
and when they did Reaper of Souls and whatever else, they just completely corrected it and just figured out Diablo from there. That's just like, Kevin, play this game.
The biggest problem, sorry, Brent, but the biggest problem with Diablo, as somebody that bought it release time,
Okay.
was that if you were a melee class, you were utterly screwed. So if you're like one of the classes is a barbarian. Okay, so you're wielding these big two-handed swords and you're running around just smashing stuff, right? That's your
Okay.
job. You couldn't sustain the damage on the higher levels. But the range classes could. So Blizzard has always been about balancing stuff. So they always screw with stuff.
Okay, real quick. What do you think Blizzard's next project is going to be?
Overwatch.
It's probably going to be
Forever.
Overwatch 2.
No, because Overwatch is going to live forever.
So
Overwatch sucks.
you're talking about like the next release of a game or expansion that they're going to
Well,
do?
you see, Blizzard stays with StarCraft,
World of
WoW, Warcraft. Yes, they have
Overwatch is going to live forever. As much as it's not my game. That game is
I've
going
been
to
looking-
live forever.
I'm like that, like what you're like with the Diablo. I'm like that with Overwatch. I've been looking for an excuse to download it.
I played the
But-
free weekend they did about a year ago, and I was like, it's still first person shooter, and I still suck at them online because I'm too old and I don't have the reflexes that I need to have.
I used to have those kind of reflexes.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
anymore.
I'm just frustrated that for them to make that game and not have it be available for Mac because I bought
It's not?
I bought an
No,
iMac
but it's
just
on
like
console.
Sean, so it's console and PC. And
Really?
I really
I didn't know
wanna
it wasn't
play
on
that.
Mac.
It's the one Blizzard game that's not on Mac.
Helper face. That's weird.
You can get
I did not know that.
You can get WoW. You can get StarCraft.
Yeah.
You can get
Dia-
Diablo.
all the
You can get
Diablos.
Hearthstone. You can get Heroes of the Storm.
Does anybody play Hearthstone here?
No.
I have.
Is it? I don't get.
It's
is it
Magic
like?
the Gathering.
But on an iPad or
digital
PC or whatever.
It's a digital version
Okay.
with Blizzard characters.
and it's fun.
I haven't played it much, but yeah, it is.
Okay.
Now, have you played their League of Legends game?
That's Heroes of the Storm, and that is incredibly fun. It's like League of Legends minus the very poisonous community. And I played League of Legends for a while too.
Like Bob Mackey's Community.
Oh, God. All right, so back to StarCraft. If I get StarCraft 2,
Yes.
how easily can we do multiplayer? Do I need to like pay for like
No.
battle.net? Like
So
it's just free?
Battle.net itself is free.
Okay.
And I know you and I are already friends on that. So all we'd have to do,
If I can log into that account still, that's probably from the days of StarCraft 1.
it's your it's
I'm still Wowie.
Wowie 99.
Yep. And you're still
Remember the wingmen, Whitey and Wowie from No Mercy? They're tag champs forever. Couldn't be beaten.
Brent beat me for the world championship. I went up for a power bomb and I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna let him fall on me." And then he pinned me and he went, "Yeah!" And he ran around the gym for like 5 minutes.
This
Listen,
is well before
you hurt me a lot more in other matches, so
Backyard.
I deserve that.
This is well before I knew any of them.
Thank God. Good for you.
Well,
It was a dark time.
I was a fat kid, and I'm not much different now. But
You're gonna get hooked.
yeah, it's
I'm sure
really
I will.
easy to get
On
hooked.
StarCraft.
But I'm also
I mean-
more interested in the multiplayer.
The multiplayer, if you
But bottom line is I can get it and it's easy to do multiplayer.
yeah,
Yeah.
If,
Well, then I'm probably going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, you just log in, like you sign into Battle.net. You actually need to sign into Battle.net to play the game. First of all,
Do you remember how brutal it was trying to do multiplayer back in the days of like dial up?
oh god,
And trying to like we'd have to like call and be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, but I gotta hang up now because I have to use my dial-up modem. So we'll try to find each other. Okay,
Good
bye.
Lord.
Like, oh god, it was so brutal.
I never. Luckily, I never had
It's
to
so
do
much
that.
fun once we got the connection.
Which was what made the LAN party so great. It's like you
Yeah,
just
we didn't
plug
have to
in the
mess with
switch and,
that.
oh my god,
Switch.
like a network switch, not a.
And it's the end of the podcast.
Okay, well, so I'm gonna get it then.
StarCraft 64 sucks, right?
StarCraft 64.
Yes,
Oh, was that
I've heard it's
StarCraft
just
on 64?
horrible.
it was StarCraft. Yes, I think.
Remade
Wow.
for the
But
64 and it was horrible.
I don't understand how you can do an
That was actually where I
RTS on a
first-
console.
That was where I first played. I think
Command and Conquer.
Command and
GoldenEye.
Conquer was on N64.
Really?
You know,
No,
rented
we
Or
had
I
it on the
rented
we had it on our Micron or whatever, or
No, but
Compaq or whatever.
it came
it
out
was.
for the N64 too.
It
I
did.
could have sworn that you played
on-
it first on our.
I played Red Alert first on there.
Oh,
But I'm trying to think if I played this before that, if that's what got me into Red Alert, and that was my first experience was playing it on an N64, and somehow I didn't just give it up forever.
Right.
Or if I had played Red Alert and then somehow went back and played Command and Conquer. On
You know where
N64.
else I played Red Alert that I really got into it? Evan's house.
Evan White.
Evan White had it.
I don't think I
And
was
he-
ever at his house.
And he would
I was
set
over
up
at Aaron's
he would
house,
set up
same
the
house.
skirmish levels.
I don't
Yeah.
even know
And
if I knew
and
that.
that's where I was kind of like, this game is awesome.
Wow.
Like,
Evan
Red
White.
Alert. Red Alert 2
Name
was
sounds familiar,
probably
that's about it.
better than Red Alert in every way. But for whatever reason, I still think of Red Alert as just
Red Alert is like a seminal game, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, oh, God,
It
it was
really
so
is.
remember the
good.
ants? The ant level?
The ant level in Red Alert.
Was
Where
that
you-
Red
I
Alert?
know what
Or
you're
was
talking
that
about, these
Command and
giant
Conquer?
ass
Where you
ants or
hit
something?
like shift and you have to click the speaker in the upper right hand corner, and that was the only way you could access the level.
I
Oh,
that I don't know.
yeah.
You
Oh,
just made me go
God,
cross-eyed.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
It's like Blizzard with their all the cow levels.
Earthworm Jim with a cow.
What?
Earthworm Jim with a cow.
Moo. Oh, boom, and the princess is dead. So, what? We touched on it earlier. I need to bring this back around.
Okay.
Brent, you're a Contra 3 savant.
Oh God, yeah.
What the hell was happening last night when you were just like,
Like literally, he was like this. He was like,
I'm not gonna hear it go.
Just
When was the before last night? When was the last time you played Contra 3?
when I set up my Pi.
Which was how many years ago?
Probably no, it was early this year.
Okay,
Is
but
when I-
before that, was it like the eight, like in the 90s?
In your basement.
How do you guys?
It's muscle memory.
But like, Contra 3 is not easy. Y'all made it look like it was friggin' a hot knife through butter.
That was our go-to game.
We played through that game. I feel like every time we had to sleep over at your house, we probably played through that game.
And we would do it like we would say, okay, it's easy mode. We're going to do 7 lives. And then I feel like we would challenge ourselves and be like, okay, now we're going to do normal mode, but we're only going to do it with 5 guys or 5
And then
lives.
we probably never beat it. Although now I kind of want to try it on normal.
All I know is the level when Brent was going back and forth jumping on the missiles and he was like, I'm fine. He's like, boom, 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 hit this, boom, 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 hit that, boom, 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 hit that, boom, 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 boom. He's like, okay, I got the red eye, brrr, done. Okay, I win.
I was sitting there
I was
like-
like, holy crap! I would have been dead like 20 minutes ago.
It's like that was like the one time last night where like that the pitcher wasn't touched at all because you and I were watching in amazement. And
We're
you
just
two-
like, and they were just like, brrr, and Sean's like, go, Brent, go. Brent was just, brrr, 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 brrr.
Brett was like looking at looking at the projector, just in the zone, like tunnel vision, just like I'm going to beat this.
I feel like the only game I'm close to that with is like Turtles in Time, but that's not like the skill level needed to beat Contra 3 compared to Turtles 4. Not even close.
Turtles
Like,
4 is like button
you just go
mashing.
pop, 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 do a special every once in a while. It's so easy.
Right.
Shout out to you.
That was ridiculous.
Shout out to you.
Thanks, guys.
That was absolutely impressive.
All right. So, other. Give me some other memories.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, this is kind of a memory, and then I want your opinion.
Okay.
Oh God.
It's a mempinion.
So you asked, what's your first memory of a video game? And I said, you said console, and I said Atari. Okay. Another memory, which everybody has this memory, Oregon Trail.
oh my God!
I died of diphtheria or
You get
something.
diphtheria and you die.
Dysentery.
Dysentery.
That's the one.
Dysentery, damn it. Get it right.
You get dysentery and die.
Okay. So take that. What do you think an updated version of Oregon Trail would look
I
like?
actually have one on my phone, or had one on my phone at one point. There was an updated Oregon Trail, and you still died of dysentery all the time.
So they put out on the Vita. I haven't downloaded it yet, but it's called Oregon Trail. Organ Trail. And it's Oregon Trail. It's like the original, like the Mac 2 Oregon Trail or Oregon Trail, but you fight zombies. Oh, God. And it's supposed to be amazing. Oregon Trail, it would probably, because everything, it would probably be a first person game.
Okay, question. Because you made fun of me for this a while ago. You and
Oh,
Dad
boy.
both. What is the state that's below Washington?
I don't
Oregon?
know. Oregon. I say Oregon Trail.
But you say Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, but the college is
state-
Oregon.
But the state is...
I don't know. It's too many beers.
It's too
It's
many.
the Oregon Trail. The college is Oregon. I don't know what this state is.
I always say
Okay.
Oregon.
I say Oregon for everything.
Even the school. I'm like,
And then
"That's
one
the
time I
Oregon
said,
Ducks."
what's the score in the Oregon game? And you and Dad were both
Like, what?
what did you say?
Two?
Two?
I
Okay.
think it's the Oregon Trail. It's the
not what you've been
Oregon
saying.
Trail.
Okay.
No, it's the Oregon Trail. The college is Oregon. I don't know what I call the state. Oregon, maybe.
I mean, the college is the name of the state.
Yeah, I know, but it's different, Jason. It's different.
It's
I
like
mean, the
it's like
name of the
people say
state is the name of the
Syracuse
college is the name of the game.
The trail,
And
yeah.
you say Oregon,
Oregon and Oregon.
What's-
What do you say, Brent?
Oregon.
USC tonight is playing.
wrong. Oregon.
I think I say Oregon because, I mean, I don't know if it's because of Oregon Trail, but my first experience with the state of Oregon is
the trail, yeah.
Oregon Trail. And I called it Oregon Trail, and now it's Oregon
Back in
for
Wiley.
life. I can't
What-
change to something else now.
So
Remember that computer lab?
Yes.
It's like a big wall, or a big windowless room in the middle of the building.
What was a better computer game growing up in school? Oregon Trail
Yes. Or Carmen Sandiego.
or
Mario teaches typing.
Mavis Beacon teaches.
Well, there's also Grab a Cab. Did y'all play Grab a Cab, or was that too old?
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
know
that.
On the
did,
Apple
but
II?
I don't remember.
I think
it.
we
Or
a gun.
Trail.
I quit.
SimCity.
M-Punk.
Rest. Ryan Seacrest.
Secret
Of Mana.
Secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, I forgot
Oh.
about that. I never played that.
Wait.
Yeah, I never played that.
Oh my god, I'm so old.
Wait,
No,
what are
let
you
me
talking
rephrase that.
about?
I
In
played-
school?
Yes.
I never played that in school. I
I
played
remember
that.
the game. I
I
never
remember
played it in
the
school.
cab game.
I played it in like Miss Eisen's class or whatever her name. What the hell was her
I
name?
don't know who that was.
Eisen. That's Rich Eisen on NFL
Eisenberg?
Network. I'm
Heisenberg?
the one who knocks. No, you didn't ever play that in
Not in
school?
school, no.
I played
No.
in the computer lab in high school. It was like a big, like a W. It went like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, you're talking about like the computer in like Wiley, or are you?
No, I'm talking high school.
Oh, high school.
I played
Okay,
it in
so
high
not
school.
as an educational.
It wasn't educational, but I played it.
I think by the time we got there, it was like when
They probably locked it down.
Probably.
That
I
was-
think of Oregon Trail, Grab a Cab, which I totally forgot about. and
Grab a
I'm
Cab was amazing.
Just now, it's kind of sort of coming back to me. And Carmen San Diego.
Where in the world?
That's what I think of
Yeah.
as far as
in the world.
school educational games.
Going back to the trail, what
And Mario
state?
was
What's
missing.
what
That was a
state?
good
What state do you start in?
I have no idea what that means.
St. Louis. So you start in
That's
St.
not
Louis.
a state.
But no, I'm saying you start in St. Louis, which was
Really?
Yeah.
I just wanted to pull up that random fact and just see.
I
Well,
never-
that's
I
where you
never-
always
I
start.
If Jayson
I'm
knew
a,
that.
I'm a bit of an. So I am a repository of useless information. My dad still to this day is like, you should have went on Jeopardy,
Yes.
and it's like I'll remember random stuff like that. So it started in Missouri.
I did not know that.
I think I beat Oregon Trail.
You can't beat Oregon Trail.
Yes, you can
No,
get
you
all,
just- you
can
make
get
it to
all the way
Oregon.
there. You make
Without dysentery?
Yes, you
And
can.
Lysentria?
I think I beat it.
That's not an illness.
or somebody
Lysentria?
broke their leg and died.
What was the word I made up on our live stream? Ligwin.
Ligwin?
You thought that was an animal, not an illness.
Well, no, I was just thinking of making up words. I think I beat Oregon Trail
I think I only beat it like
maybe
once.
twice in my life.
I don't know
had
that I ever
original-
beat it.
like a 10% success rate in that.
By the
game.
way, how good was the hunting? I don't like hunting. If you hunt, it's fine.
Oh, it was fun. It was different in every game, though. Some games it was fun. Some games it was like what?
no,
Like
but
you find
Oregon Trail.
rabbits and like you had that
There was rabbits. There
They
was
would like run
bears.
across the screen
Yeah.
and you'd like click on them or something.
No. You
Oh, that
had it was
before
all
mouse.
it was left down upright.
Yeah, that's right.
And you had to
Mazda.
just hit space or something. Yeah.
And it was on like the floppy disk, the actual floppy disk.
It
not
was
the hard
floppy,
floppy.
like
Yeah,
like a little limp floppy disk.
yeah. You had to put it in and then lock it down.
Yeah.
Oh god.
5.5-inch floppy.
There's so many jokes. I cannot believe y'all didn't play Monkey Island in school.
I played in college. Like,
That's the
I
only
definitely
place
played-
I
Turned to
ever
Monkey
played it
Island.
was in school. What was the lady's name in high school with the short hair that did the typing class?
Oh god, I have no idea.
It was started with a Eisen.
That might be it.
I don't know if I ever had her.
Remember Eggleston?
Essen.
Remember Eggleston?
I remember the
Economics.
name.
Mr. Eggleston. It was
Yeah.
a he, Brent.
No, but I remember in the typing
The
class.
typing class, okay.
Was an older lady that I
Yes,
had.
with short hair, yeah.
She wasn't very friendly.
No.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't remember her name.
Eisenberg.
I just remember the class.
I don't know what her name was. All right.
I did great in the class because I started becoming like a nerd at that point.
Remember, you had to put the friggin' like sheet over your hands. You're like, oh, this is so hard.
What's
Remember
funny
that?
is I sucked at typing.
I was awesome.
learned to type via AIM Instant Messenger.
Oh, God.
All of a sudden, I got to the point where I was like,
My away
And I
message
just
is
wrote like
going to
a
be so
novel.
awesome.
like I
Oh,
learn.
like-
I'll put my typing skills against anybody right now. I'm a fantastic typer, real fast. And I think it's because of AIM. I think that's when I got
Not
from
Mario
it.
teaches typing or Mario.
because I
Mario's
was like,
missing.
Mavis
Was there
Beacon.
objectives in the Mario Teaches Typing?
Oh yeah.
I never
that.
played it. Or never.
I played it, but I just don't remember what you were.
I feel like we played
But
it
the
at
class
Randy's
was
house.
never long enough, right, for you to finish it.
I just feel like we play. I don't think I ever
feel like
played it at
those
school. I
classes
feel like
were
I played it
never
at
long
Randy's
enough.
house. Randy and Samantha. Shout out to Randy. I miss you, man.
Because they always
Randy
they,
and Samantha. Shout out to Randy.
I mean,
Samantha. She's not
Samantha
watching.
was you. Randy was me. I miss Randy.
Yeah.
They always had the best computer.
Yes.
Oh, the Gateway.
Yeah.
They had,
Remember
yeah.
the milk box? Not the milk box. The cow
The cow.
box. The
The
cow in
milk
the
box.
box. It's been a long night.
I
It's been a
remember.
fun
I
night.
remember we stayed the night at their house, and Randy had SimCity 2000.
Oh my god.
Hell
Yes.
And
Yes.
at the
God.
top of the stairs.
In their new house, in the
In the-
Addams,
yeah.
or wherever they moved to.
Yep.
Where I made a flamethrower.
The potato cannon, right?
Yep. Just stuff with
Oh,
gas.
we went through a summer making potato
What I
cannons.
think of at that house, I don't even know what it was. The weird
He-
little
I'm not
taser
gonna
thing.
say it out loud. I'm not gonna say it out
The
loud.
little taser
Yes.
thing he had that you would just be like. And we were just
we
like
would
keep
light
shocking
paper-
ourselves.
we'd light
I don't
paper
even know
on
what
fire,
that thing
too.
was.
It was a shot. It was a shocker.
It was like a taser.
It was a shocker.
And we were just, I just remember zapping myself time after time after time after
The
time.
other thing was like Randy would brew his own. We called it hooch.
Hooch.
His like orange something soda fermented. All I remember is passing out in the middle of the road by his yard. Luckily, there's like 2 houses on that street, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that was fun. I am dead."
Where was he? Where did he live?
He lived out
Pheasant Run.
bull crap.
There's Deer Run, Pheasant Run,
you're
and
right.
something else. And Fox Run, maybe? I don't know where I just pulled that out. But I
Fox
think he
died.
lived on Pheasant Run.
This
I don't
is-
even know where
Yeah.
that was. I couldn't.
They were
I,
like
I
the-
could find that
I could
road.
find it if you drop me on Arsenal. Not Arsenal. If you drop me
Washington.
on Washington Street, I could find it.
There's no way in heck I could find that road.
If you go Washington Street, okay. If you go to the right, it goes to the right. If you go to the left, it veers.
It goes to the
left.
left.
So like up towards Brookside.
No, it's
The
out.
cemetery.
No,
Or are you
it's
talking
out,
like even
it's
further?
out.
No, it's
Isn't
you go
it-
past the
it's
old
Adams?
Kmart and
it's
stuff.
Route 11, isn't it?
You go out Route 11,
That's
and when it
out of
like
Washington.
before you when you get across the street from like the Stewarts or whatever it was, it veers to the left. You go out that way. That's one way you could go there, and it went up there.
Oh, so yeah, okay, I gotcha.
It's before. It's either before or after the falls out there.
Okay.
Before hashtag water.
Wow,
time.
I don't remember any of that. You know what I
Hashtag-
do remember about their old house? That basement
Was the
scared
scariest
the
shit
crap
ever.
out of me. You had like
It was like the opposite
main
of
like
Brent's basement.
inhabitable room.
I found
And
my
then, like,
notebook.
What
My
about the
notebook.
farm?
I had written down.
Roten.
I had written down like the bike moved on August 27th, and I was like,
I remember that bike, the stationary bike.
yes,
But it was
went
like
from
there
here
was this
to,
room
like,
that was
there.
like lit. They were probably all lighted. The
Lit.
room was lit.
lit,
But
yo.
then like it went back into like a laundry room, and then it went
They
back
had,
here
like, a
into
million
like storage,
clothes,
it,
and
like,
they had a
connected.
washer and a dryer.
And every time I went out this door and circled around and come back in this
I
door,
thought I was gonna die.
Yes, that was the scariest
If I went
basement.
in the non-lit place, I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead. We'll go down to the basement and play Mortal Kombat 2 or Link to the Past. And if I go out there to play hide and seek, I'm dead.
yes.
Damn it, Randy! Watch this. I miss Randy.
Tell him to
I've
watch.
never been to his house. I didn't know you guys back then.
It was amazing.
I was so bummed when they moved.
Yeah, but his new house was awesome.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
huge.
stories off air of a funny story. Remind me to tell you off air. I'm not going to tell it on air.
Okay.
I feel like I've probably heard the story.
Plants. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, maybe not.
Is this it? Sean, is
Oh,
that,
are we doing back of the box? I got
is-
a game.
You got a game? I got a game. So that means that it's that time of the week when we play the It's the Back of the Box Challenge. If you didn't know, the Back Box Challenge is what we play here every week to end the two-player co-op podcast. What this game is when we go and we look at a previous released retail game of a game, and we look at the back of the box, and we read that box aloud to the other player. We bleep out any pertinent information, give it away, or make it too obvious. Then the other player, in this way, a team. I have no idea what I'm saying. You're talking over me. So they get to ask some questions, and then we play the Back of the Box Challenge. I'm going to go first.
I feel like we're in school and we're getting yelled at by the teacher.
Have you?
Sorry, Mr. White.
Okay, I've never played it. So Jayson can answer questions about it. I'll just read the back of the box. Ready?
Okay.
Which one are you doing? Okay.
That one.
That.
That one.
I have dedicated my life to the study of.
Studley?
Studley.
That's just
I'm
me.
a male stripper.
To the study of the deadly arts. I can blend in with any crowd, strike from any direction, and eliminate anyone with a single thrust of my blank. My name is blank, and my actions will be remembered for ages to come.
Is this a PS1 game?
No.
No. Is it earlier?
No.
Newer? Well,
Yes.
okay. I guess
I mean,
have
that
to-
would be a yes.
It's a binary solution.
Well, it could have been a. Oh no.
1 or
'cause-
0.
Yeah.
Shut up. Is it
Could have been
PS1?
the same
no.
console.
Is
I
it
mean,
older? No. Is it newer? Okay. Okay. Do you play as like a? Is it a stealth game? Stealth elements in the game?
Yes.
I would say stealth elements, yes.
I can picture. Is it PS2?
No.
Is it a PlayStation game of some sort?
It was out on PlayStation consoles.
But not exclusive.
It wasn't exclusive.
Correct.
Right.
Correct, not exclusive.
Correct. It was not exclusive.
That is correct.
That is correct.
The game I'm thinking about, except it was out. I don't know.
Hey, yo, what that game?
What that game at?
What that game, yo?
The guy.
The
Guy with the stuff in the place.
game with the guy with the stuff with the thing. Brent.
I'm thinking.
I can picture.
Can you?
Is it okay? Is it a licensed title?
No. I have nipples. Can you milk me?
It's a weird response.
All right, Kevin, go have another beer.
They're all inside.
Is it part of a series?
Yes.
Oh, that's empty.
Is
Yes.
this the first?
Yes.
Is it still active today?
Yes.
Yes.
Is the most
You
recent?
thought it was Metal Gear.
No. Is the most recent one of the best-selling games of this year?
No.
No.
It's not like a Ghost Recon game.
No.
No.
Maybe that's not what.
It's
I'm
not
thinking.
Tom Clancy. It's not a Tom Clancy game.
That's what I was thinking of. Is that Ghost Recon? The
Uh,
guy
you're-
with like
Tom,
the green.
You're thinking of Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell is what I was
It's-
trying to
but
get
it's-
at.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay,
Ghost
but it's
Recon
not-
is
no.
technically Tom Clancy at this point has just become a brand.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Splinter
Considering
Cell
he
is what I was
died
trying
2
to
years
think.
ago?
Of. But it's
Yeah.
not Splinter Cell.
Rest in peace. No.
Correct.
Okay. So do you play as a human?
Yes.
God.
I did good. I did
Was
good.
this on PS3?
Yes.
Okay. See, oh god, I feel like I can't think of any PS3 games. Is it Capcom?
No.
Konami?
No.
All right, I'm not gonna do this.
Well, with the last 2 gen consoles, it's really kind of hard to do that because there's
Yeah.
so many games.
Yep. Yeah, this isn't like a 90s game.
All right. So what was where do we stand with stealth? You said there's stealth elements,
Stealth elements.
Yes.
Yep.
but it's like an action game.
Yeah.
You're killing people? It
Yes.
Sounds like.
Oh, yeah. You kill lots of folks.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
God, you did do good.
I done did good.
You done did good.
I done did good.
Uh-huh.
Brent, you're a big help right now. I just.
Once I found out it wasn't Splinter Cell, I was like, that's what I was thinking since the very beginning. All right, is there anything you can unblank, unbleep? You can't say what you're thrusting with.
No, I'll give it a game.
You don't want to know.
Okay, so it's
Jeez.
not a licensed title, so whatever you're thrusting with would give the game away.
You thrust it with a blade. Not
right,
a
but
D.
the name of the blade
No,
has
that's
to-
what it says. It's just a thrust of my blade.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like with the
not-
thrust of my
It's not
master
like
sword.
my friggin'
My
like blades of
lightsaber.
Athena or anything.
Right.
No,
Okay.
I thought it was some.
I thought it had a name.
Ninja
All right,
I thought it had
use this-
something else.
Is
Right.
it a Ubisoft game?
It is.
Okay, so it's Assassin's Creed of some sort. Is it
Oh.
just Assassin's Creed?
Okay, high five.
So, as a sidebar about this particular game, I played.
That didn't come out till PS3?
Yeah.
I thought that started on PS2.
The first one was like a very Xbox, right? That's what I played.
Yeah.
It was one of the original games for the Xbox. It was a really old game comparatively. But as a sidebar about these games, they are. You want to talk about climbing? All you do in this game is climb.
It's climb. Yep.
Now, have you played this one? The
Nope.
original?
Nope, I haven't played any of them. I've got Assassin's
I
Creed
thought you-
3 sitting up for my PS3. I've never opened it.
I would
Really?
recommend playing.
I've never
Syndicate if
played
you
any of
want
them,
one
and I feel like I missed out.
the latest one.
Somebody was telling me
That
to
game-
skip one.
Go
and
to
then-
two.
So that game, I had fun playing it. I'll say that. The problem with it is it's repetitive. It literally is the same thing.
Go kill this guy. Go kill
Twice.
this guy. Go kill
Yeah.
this guy.
Well, no, it's more like, okay, go to this district in Accra. Go to this district of Jerusalem, and then go to this district of this other third town I can't think of right now, and then do that all again with different districts.
That's weird.
So it was a good. Like all of those games are good. I'd recommend one of the Revelations games.
Okay.
I'm sorry, one of the Assassin's Creed 2 games is probably my favorite.
Everybody says like Assassin's Creed was a proof of concept. Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
2 was when they nailed it. It's like Watch Dogs to Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, so there was technically the weird thing is though there's 3 Assassin's Creed 2 games.
Was that Ezio?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the Ezio
Okay, that's the
trilogy.
Ezio Trizzit. Okay.
So I think the
Shit.
third
Not
one.
gonna say the word.
I think the third one is the best out of the
Are
three.
you taking pictures of me?
No, I was looking at something.
I don't
All right,
appreciate
ready?
this. I don't appreciate this.
As a quick sidebar, so
Yes.
I've shown Sean this picture before. It was like there's a tattoo I want to get done on my shoulder, and this would be the 4th thing that would be in that tattoo. It would be Assassin's Creed, or the
The-
5th thing.
Wait, okay. I was gonna say I haven't seen it with Assassin's Creed yet.
No, but I decided to take Assassin's Creed out of it because it got busy afterwards. Is this guy?
Oh snap! Hell yeah. Biohazard. Is that Portal up top?
No, it's Halo.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
But I was trying to figure out how I could make Assassin's Creed in there because that's my 4th favorite franchise, or my 5th favorite.
I think if you take out the dots,
That's devotion.
you can. I think you can fit. I'm gonna get.
What?
You're gonna get a tattoo.
I'm gonna get.
I wanted to get one this year, and then it just never happened.
I'm gonna get a cross with my 4 kids' names around it. But then I also want to get a Triforce. And then I want to get Longhorns and a Yankees. And then I want to
You get the barbed wire.
And then it goes all the way around.
But yeah, that I love that Assassin's Creed series. Like it's
I've missed out on that so much.
so like I hate stealth games. So
what about tactical espionage action or
so
operations?
this is what I was trying not to bring that up, but
Oh no, Jayson!
I have only ever played Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 for like I don't know a couple hours apiece, and I just couldn't get into them because it's too sneaky.
Sneaky.
Assassin's Creed's different because once you figure out the magic, I can kill anything button.
Because you can thrust your thing into people.
Right. So you can like stealth do anything, or you can like one of the games like you can just block and just counterattack everything and things die. So it's like a cheap
you don't
way
even
to
have to
kinda-
parry it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I just couldn't get into Metal Gear Solid, but I can get into Assassin's Creed.
Well,
games.
Metal Gear Solid is the best series of all time, so you should
I
get into
remember
it.
playing 2 at your house.
2 was fantastic.
Sean was the master of 2. From everything
I
I've
loved
heard.
And then
he
he showed me how to collect the dog tags. And
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He is
my
the
God.
master of 2.
I loved 2.
I tried playing that at Sean's house and I just couldn't do it.
It is.
got
It is
hooked.
so. Especially if you think of where we're at in the world today,
It's very
it is
yes.
100% relevant.
Oh, I want to play it for the story, but I don't
Yeah.
like the gameplay of the first couple. That's the
It's
problem
tough,
with me.
especially if you play like 5 and you go back to the old ones. You're screwed.
I mean,
That was my problem.
I have I think the collection of 1 through 4 on
That's the best
Xbox
money ever made.
360, but best money ever.
That's the best money ever made.
It's
the money you spent on that.
I thought about getting 5 just to have it, but I have a game list I haven't played like 12, 14 games deep.
Yeah, that list just keeps growing faster than I can. It'll
Yeah, I
never.
know, right?
Well,
I'll
you're gonna
never
play
clear it
Severed
out.
because my Vita's right there.
Yep,
It's over there.
right there.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Read it. I have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this is an easy one. I'm just gonna say that.
It's a great day for fishing,
For fishing.
Link's Crossbow Adventures.
and blank just caught a boatload of trouble.
Bass Pro Masters. Pro Bass Mass Pro
Bro,
Basters.
Bass. Blank and blank have been kidnapped by pirates,
Toe Jam and Earl.
and blank must row to their rescue.
Bubsy and Sonic.
It's hilarious hijinks on the high seas as they trail the pirates.
What the hell are you doing?
I have no
As
idea.
they trail the pirates to what is that?
To spoon each other in bed at night?
Spoonerville Island,
Spoonerville
and bumble through the jungle to free their pals from the notorious blank.
Is this the Lost Vikings?
Get
what it
on
sounds
board
like.
with blank and blank as they race
Sonic and Tails.
as they race ashore to do battle with hordes of
Robotnik.
burly buccaneers. Dodge exploding cannonballs and search dingy. Search dingy dungeons
Go
for
dingy.
clues to the pirates' lair.
One has an H and the other doesn't.
Dig for buried treasure and solve perplexing puzzles to gain the keys needed to enter the pirate stronghold. Sneak inside and you'll face blank, the terror of the tropics.
Is this 16-bit?
Yes.
Is it a Donkey Kong game?
No.
Is it the... Never mind. Is this a... It's 16-bit.
Yes.
Is this a console exclusive?
Yes, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Is it a Super Nintendo exclusive?
Yes.
I never played a Super.
That's the problem.
I've played like a Super Nintendo like 4 times.
Is this a Capcom game?
I don't know.
And you
if I think
haven't tried to find one on like eBay?
No.
so.
I have a
No.
Genesis.
Oh,
Konami?
yes, it is Capcom.
It's
Holy
a
crap.
Capcom game?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Sounds
yeah.
like Sunset Riders. I'm just kidding.
But no.
King of the Monsters. That's Neo Geo. That was SNK. All right, so there's Pirates, Capcom. Is this part of a series?
Mm-mm.
Is this a licensed title?
Yes.
Oh. Capcom licensed. Is this a Disney? Is this a
Business?
Disney property?
It is.
Do you play as Goofy?
Sometimes.
Are you part of a troop?
You are.
Goof Troop!
Wow. I knew you would get it because I think you've guessed it before. I don't think you've ever played the game.
No!
But I know you've guessed it before, so I'm like, he must know
I know it's
it.
a top-down puzzle.
He owned it, and I remember we
You
played
did?
it a lot. And like,
Okay, Brent, talk to me about Goof Troop. Is it just puzzle, or is it like a top-down Zelda with
it's
Goofy
top
game?
down.
I
It's
don't
this.
remember
It's
owning
almost.
it,
It's almost like
actually.
you go
No,
like
I
room by
remember it, but I don't know
room.
what the actual like gameplay of it was.
Yeah, I think you picked up barrels and boxes and threw them at enemies to kill them or something, and you had to like. There were like puzzles, almost Zelda-like, where you had to like push a block
Right.
and something would appear or something would open, and then
Right.
you got a key, and then I remember it being a lot of fun. It's probably a game that if I played now, I'd be like, eh. Actually, do you have
No.
it on the Pi?
I do.
Well, we may have to play that tonight.
We're gonna need more beer, I think.
I remember it being fantastic.
I remember being. I remember it being.
It said fantastic a missile.
Fantastic mizzle.
Yep. Brent talk. Goof Troop.
Sean thinks I owned it. I don't think I did.
We played it. We played it in your basement.
remember
Unless
how-
you just rented it. I absolutely remember playing this with you in your basement.
I don't remember owning it.
Yeah, you did.
You are a liar, Sean.
No, I'm gonna pull up a video. Well, we're gonna play it. Never mind. We'll just play it tonight, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a
To me, it's a
fantastic game.
random game to
Oh my
have
god,
owned.
when we played that last
I
night.
want to
oh.
win. Zombies Ate My Neighbor.
They're like 100 levels.
I know, but we never
Well, if we get
past-
controllers that are set up the right way, I think.
Yeah.
It's because the problem was you started as a 3-button. I switched it to 6-button, but it was too late for the Genesis to handle.
The memory I remember
Are
was
we better off
zombies
just playing Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Okay.
is we were at your house, we were playing it, we got on that one level.
With the big ass baby.
There's the level with the chainsaw
I
guy that you
hate
played
that
that
level.
sucks, but it's not that bad. Then there's a level with the giant baby, sucks, and it just kind of sucks. And then there's a level with like tremors, like the worms.
Oh.
And
and they
really
were awful. But remember, like, you got stuck where you could have beat it. Like, you were stuck where they couldn't hit you, but you were able to hit them, but you ran out of bazooka. the bazooka gun.
I don't remember this, but it's I mean, I'm
And-
sure.
and
but
like-
yeah, I don't think we either never beat that level or we beat it and then we got to the next level with no lives and like 0 health and we just
Right.
died right
Yeah.
away.
And then the big
Something,
baby
but-
farted on you.
And that's only like, I feel like probably stage 50 or so. Like, I think that's nowhere near the end.
Am I right that there's
50? I
90,
thought that
I
was
think
like
there's
stage
99
20.
levels.
Maybe. All I know is it's nowhere near
There's
the end.
90
Somebody Google it. How many
There's
levels are in
99
Zombies Ate My
levels.
Neighbors?
I think there's like,
I think there's 100.
I don't know
or
if there's
99.
100, but I think there's about 90.
I don't know if there's 100, but there's 90.
That's a fun game.
Why is your words?
My neighbor radioactive thing. That was like the first result that came up.
Talk about a game that needs an HD re-release.
I did it for my predictions for E3, and Konami sucks because they're soul-sucking succubuses that suck the sucking suck out of every sucking thing. They didn't bring it back.
So
It's just awful because there's like so many games that like they could just easily make redo and make, but instead they're trying to come up with, which don't get me wrong, like
I'll get you wrong.
like what is it, Horizon Zero Dawn? Okay.
I will not.
We will not hear any talking ill of Horizon.
No. But I'm saying they're creating new things, like a new game like that, and maybe that was a bad example.
Dig yourself. Keep digging.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, I feel like a lot of new IPs that come out are not. I mean, there are some hits, but a lot of them are just kind of I could have done without that one. It's like, and it's almost like the opposite of Hollywood. Hollywood keeps recycling the same things over and over again. I kind of wish video games would do that some more.
I was way off.
How much?
45.
The cheat codes end at 45.
We could totally do that. We could.
Right now.
Right now.
Our skills now.
You're gonna mess me up with that thing. You got a pen? All right.
Pen.
We're gonna end it now because this has been episode
90 straight hand.
90 Strahan, 92
Strahan.
of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, you can find us at nerd901.com because we're part of the Nerd 901 family. Go to nerd901.com for all things nerdy in Memphis and around the globe.
I still haven't
Also,
found the website.
you should go to it's a fantastic website with fantastic people. Also, you can find us. I'm at Kevin White 24. He's at Real Sean White. Together, we're at Two Player Co-op.
They're not on Twitter. Actually, Dyke is.
Dyke's on Twitter.
But he doesn't tweet.
Yeah, following me would be useless.
He lurks. He lurks.
He's a lurker.
Yeah.
He lurks.
Actually, the only reason I'm on Twitter is to follow what the hell you guys are doing.
I'm sorry.
You should take his lead. Follow his lead. Take
Bury
his
the
advice.
lead. And also go to youtube.com/2playercoop. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the 2 episodes in a row. I haven't done it at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Also beer.
We got a lot of subs lately.
I was about to
though.
go.
Yeah, we have an empty beer thing here. That's probably not a good thing.
So go to youtube.com/2playercoop. Don't throw that at me because my
I missed.
phone. If you like, Sean, do you like audio?
I love audio.
I like audio too. So you should go to SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and audio services all around the
You
world.
got it right that time.
And
92 episodes.
and it's cold. Also, go to facebook.com/2playercoop gaming. We never update it, but the guys at Nerd 901 do. So thank them to them.
Thank them to them.
Yeah.
It's about time to call this episode.
So it's been episode 92. We're gonna go play some video games. Thank you, Jayson. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
haven't seen you guys in forever.
I mean, it's been what
5-6 years, whatever it's
4
been.
or 5 years.
we'll see him again in a few weeks.
We'll see him. I mean, okay,
we're not gonna record
You're
them.
killing the moment.
I'm just saying.
But until
I'm
that
trying
time.
to lighten the mood.
But I missed you guys. It was good to see you.
Yeah, it
guys
was
this
nice.
weekend. It's been a lot of fun. We're
Yeah,
gonna play
it
some more video games. I don't have a lot of beer, but I got a little bit of beer. And we're gonna drink a little bit. Of beer.
bit of beer.
We got that.
Beer.
What's that cinnamon toast crunch flavored stuff that Logan likes that I got in there? We can drink that
rum
too.
chata.
Rum chata.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's almost like a Bailey. It's like a creamy. I don't know what it is.
Logan.
But Logan. It's Logan's.
Logan, I hope you stick around till the end. Wow. If you're still watching,
Sean just burped.
until the next time, Sean, let's see it. Just say
I just
thank
forget
you
the
for
order.
playing and then
No,
throw it.
no.
Don't do it at the same
it's like
time.
this.
You're
It's
never
like this.
if you catch this when you're drunk off your ass, you're just never gonna.
Thank you for playing.
That's the closest you've come. That's the closest you've come.
I think I just need to do this. And thank you for playing. Instead
no,
of trying
you
to
didn't
like,
say,
thank you for playing.
Look, no, go. Thank you for playing. Flip.
let me try it.
Catch.
Thank you for playing. Yeah, but that's too easy.
You threw it up like 6 inches.
Thank you for playing.
So many jokes.
Okay. Well, now we lost the pen.
And snap.